This broadcast of Trojan and Trojanette basketball is brought to you by
Glass Aggregates, CPC Commodities, Southern Kentucky Community and Technical College, Big O Tire, Farmers RECC, The People's Bank, Scotty's Paving and Construction, Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Matt London, Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave, SCRTC, South Central Bank, Shelter Insurance agent Brad Gross, Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Also brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sheila Perkins, McDonald's, Citizens First Bank, Joseph A. Wade, Cook Downing and Underwood Insurance Agency, Big Meadow Oil, Campbellsville University, and Coca-Cola.
And now, let's go courtside for tonight's game with the voice of the Trojans, Jay Turner.
And good evening to you from Barren County High School. Tonight, the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes host senior night as they take on Russell County. First game pitting the Trojanettes against the Lady Lakers in Game 1 and the Trojans and Lakers in Game 2 this evening. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer here courtside from Barren County High School, as it's been it's been a long roller coaster ride in the last couple of weeks with all the weather and the changes and the postponements and the cancellations and the rescheduling. And finally, we're going to get this game in tonight, as it was originally scheduled for Tuesday night, but because of the weather, postponed till tonight. Of course, we'll be on the road tomorrow night at Cumberland County, and then we'll close out the season next Tuesday here at home against Metcalfe County before going on the road to Clinton County a week from tonight. And then the district tournament begins at Allen County, Scottsville a week from Monday night. And Robert, you look over all these games that have been postponed, canceled, rescheduled. Started out Friday, January the 22nd, when Allen County, Scottsville was to come here, and because of the snow, that was moved to January the 25th. Then on Friday, January the 29th, Glasgow had to postpone their game with us because they were in the All-A Classic. That was moved to Thursday, February the 4th. The Greenwood game, it was postponed from last Tuesday to this past Monday night, but we had snow. And then a second time canceled, and we just canceled it altogether, as it was supposed to have been the homecoming game, but that's been moved to February the 16th against Metcalfe County. So the Greenwood game will not be rescheduled. We're down to crunch time here, the final 2 weeks of the regular season.
It's a little crazy the way the weather pattern has gone, and we've only played, really, when you look at it, was that 2 weeks and 2 days, so 16 days, we've only played 2 games. And that's the Hart County game and obviously the Glasgow game. So going all the way back to January 26th, which was the Logan County game, in between now and then, the only 2 games you played were on back-to-back dates. So not ideal that they were just right there together. And you've obviously had a lot of practice time, though. You've had time, you would have hoped to heal a little bit. Unfortunate, Billy's injury actually occurred in the Hart County game, and we'll talk about that more in the boys' game. So you would like to play, and 5:30 start to kind of get everything going, and Russell County back home tonight with another storm moving in maybe tomorrow. So you never know what's going on with a lot of things, but we'll play what we can and just do the best we can.
Russell County comes in 17-5. They're number 6 in the 4th region. They're a 14-point favorite tonight of the Trojanettes. They're coming off a 58-37 win last Friday night against Metcalfe County. They've won 9 of their last 10 ball games. The Trojanettes, 9-14, coming into the game tonight, ranked number 10 in the 4th region, coming off a 58-30 win last Friday night against Hart County. Russell County was 17-10 last year. They won the 16th district. And, of course, they are undefeated in their district this year, 6-0. With Metcalfe County at 4-2, Cumberland County and Clinton County both 1-5 in District 16. But Coach Craig Pippin, his second year, second time around, he coached them up through 2013. Scott McAllister took it over for 1 year. Now he came back this past year and finished 17-10. They've had some good games, some good teams, some good seasons. They've had winning seasons all the way back to 2008 when they were 12-18, but they've won the 16th district about 5 or 6 times under Coach Pippin, and he's had some good basketball teams. Trojanettes 9-14, hoping to get number 10 here tonight, but it'll be they'll have to play their definitely an A game to defeat this Russell County Lady Laker team that's 17-5. We'll talk more about it here in the pregame in a moment. This is the McDonald's pregame report. I'm loving it. We're 7 minutes away from tip-off. Trojanettes and Lady Lakers of Russell County, and you're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
I go to South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College
Because it's so close.
I go
For the small class sizes.
I go because I can transfer my credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job.
I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons. South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
The games are on.
Brent Ayers, Big O Tires of Glasgow and Bowling Green. Salute the best team in Kentucky. Big O Tires has the best tires, the best prices, the best service in Kentucky. Brent's teams are hard to beat. Score for your family with the best tires and best service in Glasgow and Bowling Green.
Big O Tires is locally owned and operated. Proud to be America's tire store. Big O Tires, the best teams in the state. Great service specials.
The best tire prices, the best service from the best team in the field. Brent Ayers, Big O Tires in Glasgow and Bowling Green. The team you trust.
Where are you going today? The grocery store, taking the kids to school, paying bills, headed to work? We want to go with you. Download our free mobile banking app today and take your bank with you wherever you go. Check your balance, transfer money, find an ATM. Just a few ways the People's Bank wants to work for you wherever you are. Stop by our office today to learn more about our mobile banking app and start taking us along for the ride. The People's Bank, working for you, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For over 40 years, quality has paved the way at Scotty's Contracting. From driveways to highways, no job is too big or too small. Call 629-2112 for a free estimate from Scotty's Contracting. Just call 629-2112. Whether you need a freshly paved driveway, resurfacing, or any other changes to your current driveway, just call 629-2112. Scotty's Contracting can help add value to your home. Oh, and did I give you the number? Call 629-2112. Call Scotty's Contracting today, where quality paves the way.
There was one at the grocery this morning, standing right there in front of the frozen corn. Dangest thing.
If it seems like there's a Farm Bureau agent everywhere you go, it's because there is one in every county of the Commonwealth. So no matter where you are, you're never far from someone who can take care of all your insurance needs with the personal service you'd expect from someone who lives where you live. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Call me, Matt London, at the Reynolds Road office today, 678-3500.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Barren County School Superintendent Bo Matthews. Go Trojans!
Back at Barren County High, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. The Lady Lakers of Russell County shoots 44.6% from the field, 32.5 behind the arc, 60.5 behind the free throw line, 33 rebounds. They're averaging 61 points a game. Their opponents average 47. Barren County shooting 35.5% from the field, 25% behind the arc, 59% at the free throw line, 25 rebounds, averaging 46 points a game. Their opponents are averaging at 49.7. We'll come back, take a look at the starting lineups after this break. You're following Trojanet basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
It doesn't matter where in Southern Kentucky your project is or how much stone you need to get it done. There's just one call to make: Glass Aggregates. See, Glass Aggregates has quarries all over this part of the state, in Barren, Allen, Hart, and Monroe counties. So the stone for your project, wherever that might be in Southern Kentucky, is close by when you call Glass Aggregates. Sand, gravel, stone, whatever your project calls for, call Glass Aggregates. Same name, serving the community for over a quarter century. Call Glass Aggregates today at 270-678-3838.
If you're like most Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands, so they provide quality feeds they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options. Direct-to-farm. For bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free 888-618-6455.
I go to South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College
because it's so close.
I go
For the small class sizes.
I go because I can transfer my credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job. I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons. South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
The games are on.
Brent Ayers, Big O Tires of Glasgow and Bowling Green. Salute the best team in Kentucky. Big O Tires has the best tires, the best prices, the best service in Kentucky. Brent's teams are hard to beat. Score for your family with the best tires and best service in Glasgow and Bowling Green.
Big O Tires is locally owned and operated. Proud to be America's tire store. Big O Tires, the best teams in the state. Great service specials.
The best tire prices, the best service from the best team in the field. Brent Ayers, Big O Tires in Glasgow and Bowling Green. The team you trust.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan assistant boys basketball coach Lee Johnson, and we are BC.
A few other games around the area tonight on the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home game scoreboard. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Monroe County is at Glasgow tonight for the final District 15 matchup. Franklin Simpson's at South Warren. Metcalfe County is at Allen County, Scottsville. And the Greenwood girls are playing at Butler County tonight. Let's take a look at the South Central Bank starting lineup. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. For Russell County under head coach Craig Pippett, they'll start Kaylee Coffey, a 5'9 senior. She was rated the 10th best player in the 4th region. Amelia Ackerman, a 5'5 sophomore. Madeline Preston, a 5'10 freshman. Addison Loy, a 5'8 freshman. And Lashea Carmen, a 6'2 sophomore. We did not have any individual stats to pass along to you. They were unavailable to us. They are 17-5 coming into tonight's game. Piper Lindsay in her first season here at Barren County. Her assistant coaches, Abby Beard, Scott Chapman, and Courtney Cruz. Starting Taylor Davis, a 5'8 senior, averaging 12 points, 5.5 rebounds. Olivia Houchins, a 5'3 senior, averaging 6. Kennedy Logston, a 5'3 senior, averaging 2. Deanie Pettigo, a 5'9 senior, averaging 9 points, 5.7 rebounds. And Madison Field will start tonight, and she will play briefly. She's a senior, 5'9. The 5.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Barren County High School Gymnasium for Senior Night 2016 and Kentucky High School women's basketball action. Our game this evening is between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Russell County High School Lady Lakers, and the home team on the scoreboard, your very own Barren County. And now the starters for the Lady Lakers. Starting at one guard, number 23, Amy Collins. Starting at one guard, number 5, Amelia Ackerman. Starting at one forward, number 34, Addison Lloyd. Starting at one forward, number 33, Madeline Preston. And starting at center, number 42, Lucia Barren. The Lady Lakers are coached by Craig Pippett. And now introducing the starters for your very own starting at one guard, 5'3 senior, number 2, Kennedy Logston. Starting at one guard, 5'9 senior, number 23, Pettigo. Starting at one guard, 5'3 senior, number 10, Olivia Houchins. Starting at one forward, 5'8 senior, number 4, Taylor Davis. And starting at one forward, 5'9 senior, number 3, Madison Hughes. The Trojanettes are coached Abby Beard, Scott Chapman, and Courtney Cruz.
Call me, Matt London, at the Reynolds Road office today, 678-3500.
Your parents have protected you throughout your life. What can you get your parents?
And the presentation of the colors of our very own Barren County High School, RBJROTC. Tonight's color guard consists of Cadet Sergeant Alec Harrison, Cadet First Lieutenant Robert Binks, Cadet First Lieutenant Dakota Mock, and Cadet Sergeant Major Wesley Bilbrey.
Cunningham. We are BC.
And welcome back to Barren County High School here on Senior Night. And we'll have the Senior Night festivities for you in between games coming up tonight, as this is not the last home game. We still got one more to go. That'll be next Tuesday night when we host Metcalfe County, and we'll have our homecoming next Tuesday. Probably the latest homecoming we've ever had.
Absolutely. Hopefully we'll get it in. The weather will cooperate with us, and that's the reason you have your senior night the week before, just so you have another opportunity to move it if you need to.
Yep. The officials for tonight's game: Chris Sweeney, Mark Curry, Doug Gott. The official sponsors Whitlow Family Vision Centers. Their telephone number is 270-651-2020. Open on Saturdays. Your dealer for Oakley sunglasses. Barren County in white, burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. Russell County navy blue with red numbers and letters outlined in white. Chris Sweeney will toss it up. Taylor Davis in the jump circle against Shea Carmen, who's 6'2" and a sophomore. And the toss and tap controlled by Russell County. And we have an official timeout, as Madison Hume was on the floor for a little bit, and so glad that she was able to do that after all she's been through, all the surgeries, and it's unfortunate she can't play the rest of the game, but
nice we got that for her. That's for sure. Glad she could participate.
Russell County will send the basketball over to the right side to Ackerman to give it out top now to Bean. Goats down inside. Carmen gets the basket. Now, as I said, I don't have any individual stats on Russell County, so I do know that they're averaging 61 points a game.
Right there's where we're going to have a lot of trouble, though. A lot of size for Russell County.
One of the biggest teams other than Logan County, I guess, we've faced this year. Here's a three by Dini Pettigo that's no good. The rebound comes off to Preston. Here's a steal by Houchins. She ran down the loose ball. They threw it away. Intended for Kaylee Coffey. Here's Pettigo with a basketball on the left side. She looks and gives it out to Taylor Davis for a three. Bang!
Taylor was set and ready to shoot.
So Barren County gets the lead 3-2. We played almost a minute of the first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us.
See if they continue the high-low action and go to their bigs and see if they use the size here.
They go down in there to Carmen again, and a whistle. Got a jump ball. Somebody reached in and tied it up.
Be our ball.
Tonight's Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off brought to you by Farmers RECC. Kennedy Logston with the basketball in the front court. Gives it off to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo working the left side. Bounces it off to Houchins. Houchins now gives to Taylor Davis. Right elbow, and they're going to call her for steps.
Got the feet going before the ball went down, unfortunately.
So it'll be Russell County's basketball. 6:43 to play here in the first quarter, with the Trojanettes leading 3-2. Kaylee Coffey with the basketball. 5'9" junior. They dump it back down low in there to Coffey, and she puts it up and in.
Coach Pippins always ran a nice offense. A lot of movement, a lot of screens, a lot of movement to the goal, as you saw there.
Russell County with a 4-3 lead. Here's Dini Pettigo out top with it. Goes left side to Kennedy Logston. Out top to Taylor Davis. Davis on the dribble. Now back over to Logston to the left side. Now gives to Bailey Pettigo straight away with a three. No good. And inbound, or a rebound comes off to Carmen. They get it down the floor quickly. Kaylee Coffey back out to Carmen. Swings it left side over to Loy. Loy, try to throw it down low to Preston over her head and out of bounds. This is a young Russell County basketball team with a lot of experience. They only have 2 seniors on the team, and they don't really play a whole lot.
Seems like we always say they're young, though. They always have a good system to build kids in and replace instead of have to rebuild.
Left side is Dini Pettigo. Now looks for help, sends it out top to Logston. Logston goes left side to Davis, fakes, drives against Coffey. She cuts her off, throws it back out to Logston. Logston trying to penetrate, bounce pass over to Dini Pettigo. He gives it out to Houchins, and around the horn it goes left side to Davis. Had an open look at a three, but doesn't take it. Works it out to the top of the key, back to the left side, Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo out top to Dini Pettigo. Working left, gives to Logston. Back out top to Houchins, lets it go for three. Swish!
Hit 2 out of 4 from deep so far.
Had 5 the other night against Hart County. Here's a pass down low to Carmen. She puts it up and in. They're going to wave off the basket. Get a foul on the Trojanettes. They're going to put it on Dini Pettigo. That is her first, team's first.
That's a break, because most of the time you'll see a continuation there in the and one opportunity. Just a lot of size. We got to have somewhere from the help side double team their bigs.
Coffee will get it in the lane to Carmen and back down to Coffee, and she puts it up and in. Coffee is a junior. She started the last 3 years for the Lady Lakers.
I think they're bigger than us at probably every position, aren't they?
Yep. Little 5'9", 5'10", 6'2". Here's Logston. Bounce pass over to Houchins. They go into Davis. And then around the perimeter, Logston with it on the left side. Back off to Bailey Pettigo. 6-6 ball game with 4:36 to play here in the first quarter. Right side is Houchins. Can't shoot the three. Bounce it down to the baseline to Deanie Pettigo. Back out to Houchins. Here's a bad pass going to be picked off in there by Ackerman. Then it's stolen back by Houchins. Gives to Logston. Logston into the front court. Left side, Bailey Pettigo going baseline. Hits the bottom of the backboard. Get a whistle. And it apparently went out of bounds when it hit the floor. And so it will go to Russell County. First substitution of the ball game for the Lady Lakers is number 44, Jalen Elmore, a 5'6" freshman. So they got a freshman, a sophomore, a freshman, a sophomore, and a junior is who's played in this ball game for Russell County. And they're 6-0 in their district, too. Kaylee Coffey over the right side to Ackerman. Coming out to get the pass now. They give it to Elmore. They try to go down in there to Carmen again. And we got a foul this time of the Trojanettes, and this will be Kennedy Logston.
We just don't have a good way to guard what they have to offer offensively.
Carmen misses the first of two. She'll have one more.
She's 6'2", wide-bodied, and they've got a couple like that, and they run a true post. They sit down, and they feed that post, and that's what they've done for the first 4 minutes of the basketball game.
One more shot is no good for Carmen. A rebound to Taylor Davis. Racing down the floor in the front court with it. Will pull up, gives it off to Logston to the corner to Bailey Pettigo, the right-hand side. Throws it back cross court to Houchins. They go to Deanie Pettigo, trying to go baseline. She's cut off out of that zone defense. She's trapped and feeds it in traffic to Taylor Davis. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound put back up. No good for Bailey Pettigo. Carmen reaches and snags it away. Off to Kaylee Coffey. Coffey left of the lane, cuts back right, puts it up, but a foul on Kennedy Logston.
She really wanted to pass it the whole time, it looked like, and then at the last minute, nobody manned up and guarded her, so she took it in and drew the foul.
Here's the free throw. It's up, and it's good for Kaylee Coffey. Mallory Pettigo, a 5'8" freshman, checks into the Trojanet lineup, and in for Russell County is number 22, Michaela Scales. She's one of the seniors at 5'5". Free throw is up and good for Coffey once again, and she has 6 of Russell County's 8 points. 8-6 the score, 3:37 to play here in the opening quarter. Left side with it is Houchins. They swing it around to the right side over to Bailey Pettigo. Bounce pass out to Mallory. Back over to Bailey. And bounces back to Mallory. Out top. Back over to Bailey. Going to fire it up for three. It's off the mark. And the rebound taken in there by Loy for Russell County. Diagonal pass. Right side Scales throws it up. And it comes out. Battle for the rebound. It's Carmen. And got Bailey Pettigo reaching in to tie it up. It'll be Russell County's basketball in the alternating possession. Kaylee Coffey will inbound the ball for the Lady Lakers. Comes out to Carmen, left of the circle, back inside to Coffey, works it up with the left hand, rolled it in.
Not a lot you can do about it. Good athletic post move there.
She's got 8 of Russell County's 10 points. It's 10-6 Russell County, just under 3 minutes to play here in the first period. Here's a nice backdoor pass to Taylor Davis, and she lays it in.
If that's success, the backdoor play against some zones, just screen the back of it and then throw over top.
10-8 the score. Russell County with a 2-point lead. 2:43 to play in the opening quarter. Kaylee Coffey with the basketball. Left side to Scales. Scales looking inside there for Loy. Can't get it to her. She's posted there wanting the basketball. Back out to Coffey. She'll set it up with 2:30 to play here in the first.
Yeah, even though their shooting percentages are much better than ours, it's just a 2-point game.
Goes off the screen right. Kaylee Coffey dumps it down in there to Loy. Loy will throw it up high over the glass. And an offensive rebound put back up and in by Elmore.
Every point they have is within 2 feet of the basket.
12-8 the score. Russell County with a 4-point lead. 2:06 to play, opening quarter. Deanie Pettigo with the basketball in the lane. Davis puts it up. It's off the back iron. Rebound comes off Deloy for Russell County. Behind the back dribble. Leaves it out there with Kaylee Coffey. Coffey, top of the circle, backs away the dribble. 1:50 to play here in the quarter with Russell County leading 12-8. Left side comes to Loy. Loy fakes one way, bounces down in low to Coffey, and she lays it in.
And unfortunately, Bailey fell down and couldn't defend there. Easy layup.
14-8 the score. Russell County, 1:34 to play in the opening quarter. Mallory Pettigo between the circles. Right side, Bailey Pettigo. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. Left side, it goes to Houchins. Back out to Mallory Pettigo.
They're continuing in this 2-3 zone. We really haven't had a lot of success except knocking down a couple outside shots in the back door.
And Houchins going to be called for an extra step, and Russell County will get the basketball. In the game for Russell County is number 20, Morgan Johnson, a 5'5 sophomore. And in for the Trojanettes is Elizabeth Bertram, a 5'8 eighth grader. Averages 8.5 points a game coming off the bench. And now Carmen checks out for Russell County, and she's replaced by Madeline Preston, so they don't give up a whole lot of height there.
It seems like they all look the same almost, don't they? They all have the same body height and build, really.
Johnson with the basketball. Will look, goes left side to Scales. Scales covered up there by Houchins. Back out now to Johnson with 57 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Right side, it goes to Kaylee Coffey. Out top to Scales. Swings it over the left side now for a three-point try that's short. And the rebound comes off to Bailey Pettigo for the Trojanettes. Long pass down to Bertram. Bertram drives the basket, puts it up and in.
Automatic offense. As soon as she's injected into the game, she puts up a layup and scores. We've got to have somebody to look to shoot and continue to get shots up.
14-10 the score. 31 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Johnson with it on the left side for Russell County. Comes out top now. They give it over the right side now to Preston. They go down low to Coffey, and she puts it up and in.
That's just an athletic move. What a catch she made. One-handed, grabbed it and pulled it into her body and then finished.
16-10 Russell County. There's a pass trying to go into Taylor Davis. It's knocked away. Russell County the other way. Coffey trying to get control of it, and she's going to be fouled by Bertram. Her first, team's fourth.
Number 30, Elizabeth Bertram. Her first, team's fourth.
5.5 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Coffey will toss it in. Gets it to Scales. Scales on the right side. 3 seconds. 2. Going to have to launch it up in between the circles and knocks it down. That was Morgan Johnson. And that will end the first period with a score. Russell County 19, Barren County 10. We'll be back in a minute. You're following Trojanet basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Recently, Verizon had to use tiny red balls to try to make you think they had a much better network than Sprint. But there's one big thing they left out. The new Sprint LTE Plus network delivers faster download speeds than Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. While Verizon seems to be focused on tiny balls, Sprint has been obsessively focused on building the network of the future. And to celebrate, Sprint is cutting their rates in half. Switch to Sprint and save 50% on most Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile rates. You get the new Sprint LTE Plus network with faster download speeds than Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. And we'll even cover your cost to switch, up to $650 per line. Only from Sprint. Better for less.
Claim based on Sprint's analysis of average LTE download speeds using Nielsen and MP data. Speeds may vary. Offer coverage not available everywhere. Excludes taxes, surcharges, add-on, and premium content. Subject to new line port activation fee and credit. See website for eligible plans. Savings through 1/8/18 after pay full amount. Restrictions apply. Buy a free reward card after online registration and phone turn-in.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Bob Blair, Barren County High School Athletic Director, and we are BC.
Back for the second quarter. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Russell County leads Barren County 19-10. Taylor Davis goes baseline, throws up the shot. It's no good. Mackenzie England tried to get the rebound as she checked in the ballgame. 6'1" freshman. On the other end, Kaylee Coffey trying to go up. Had it partially blocked. Triple team. Back out now. It comes to Ackerman. Ackerman will set it up. Leaves it out there with Kaylee Coffey. They're big up front, I'm telling you. And I think they're a little better than Logan County. Here's a pass down low and a shot too strong. Carmen tried to get the rebound, but came over the back. And Carmen, that'll be her first personal, Russell County's first of the ball game.
Size-wise, they're similar, I think, to Logan County. I don't know, there might be a little bit different. Or I'm sorry, they're similar to Logan County, but their players are much better at all the spots.
So too, yeah.
I do agree with that statement.
Russell County, 73% for the field in the first quarter. Barren County was 4 of 10 for 40. Bertram dumps it down in there to Davis. Bounce pass out top. Here's Mallory Pettigo with a three. It's no good. And the rebound comes off to Russell County, but I think they stepped on the end line. So Trojanettes will get it back.
England got a hand on it and at least made the Russell County player try to bobble it and went out of bounds.
Mallory Pettigo trying to get it in play. Comes out to Bertram. Bertram sends it out to Bailey Pettigo. Back over to Bertram with the left wing. Feeds it in there to England. Here's a baseline shot by Davis. Air ball taken by Kaylee Coffey. Long pass down the floor. Ackerman goes under. Puts up the shot. Good.
Waited for the defense to fly by and laid it in.
21-10. As Russell County extends the lead here in the second quarter. Brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, your maintenance hardware specialist. And there should be a trip foul there called on Ackerman of Russell County. That's her first, team second. 6:31 to play here in the first half. It's 21-10. Russell County, Deanie Pettigo comes in for Bailey Pettigo. So now we've got Bertram, Davis, Deanie Pettigo, England, and Mallory Pettigo. Here's Taylor Davis in traffic, and she shuffled her feet.
Was it? You're better at this than I am. Was it 10-8 at one point? Something like that?
Yes.
So they're on an 11-2 run. They only took 2 outside shots, and one of them was that prayer they threw up there at the buzzer in the first quarter.
They go down inside there to Carmen. Spin move up with the left hand. No. And the ball comes right back in her hands. Kicks it back out. Three-pointer for Ackerman is no good. And another offensive rebound. Kaylee Coffey puts it back up and in.
Overall, I'm extremely impressed. Even Carmen there, that footwork on the move that she made to the goal, even though McKenzie deflected and missed it, was amazing.
Taylor Davis trying to go baseline. She's going to be fouled by Carmen. And I believe that's going to be her second. No, they're going to put it on Preston. Her first, team's third. Taylor Davis, free throw's good. 6th point of the game for Taylor Davis. Olivia Houchins checking back into the Trojanette lineup. And also in for Russell County is Jalen Elmore.
They played that 2-3 zone pretty successfully. We haven't been able to penetrate against it and haven't really got it in the middle. And when you don't do those things, it's tough going when you have to shoot everything outside.
Yeah. Pass down low to Carmen after Taylor Davis had missed the second shot. And a turnover. Here's Deanie Pettigo. Feeds it off to Davis. Puts it up. It's good. Off the window.
Transition helps, though, breaking down that defense, not letting them get set up in the 2-3.
23-13, 5:35 to play here in the first half. Over the left side, they give it to Loy. Loy will go across the circle there. They go back to the right side and down low. Working in there, shot no good. Gets her own rebound, back up and in. That's Elmore getting her second basket of the game, and it's 25-13. Too many second chance points for Russell County. Deanie Pettigo feeds it off to England, and the corner goes to Bertram. They go underneath to Davis, and she puts it in. Nice pass from Bertram to Davis.
Little run on the baseline for a couple of baskets by Taylor.
She's got 10 points in the game. It's 25-15. Russell County with 4:52 to play here in the second quarter. Kaylee Coffey with a basketball for Russell County. Brings it across the midcourt stripe. Sends it off to the right side to Loy. Loy will dribble into the key and threw it over the head of Carmen and out of bounds. 4:40 to play here in the second quarter.
We'll be at halftime before we normally usually start with the 30-minute difference in start times tonight.
Deanie Pettigo over to Davis. Back to Pettigo. Left side, Houchins. Houchins on the dribble. Bounce it back out to Deanie Pettigo. And we got a whistle and 3 seconds in the lane against the Trojanettes.
Couldn't tell if it was on Bertram or England. They were both kind of standing right there around the block area. Either way, you got to move, flash, cut, do some things against the zone that open it up. and we're just all kind of standing in cement, waiting for somebody else to do it.
Here's Kaylee Coffey driving against Houchins, goes under, puts it up with the left hand. It's no good. Gets her own rebound and puts it back up and in.
Couldn't grab it, so she just tapped it to herself. That's where they're almost hurting us more than anything is the rebounding difference.
27-15. Bertram back out to Deanie Pettigo. Now back to the right side to Bertram. Fakes one way, goes into the lane. We got a whistle to foul on Ackerman. That'll be her second, team's fourth. And Bailey Pettigo back in the Trojanet lineup for Olivia Houchins. And coming back in for Russell County is Morgan Johnson along with Michaela Scales. 3:47 to play here in the first half. It's a 27-15 Russell County lead. Bailey Pettigo with the basketball. Right side to Deanie Pettigo. She's in a trap. Now needs some help. Throws it off to Taylor Davis in the lane. Back over the left side. Here's Bertram with a shot that's no good. Long rebound comes off to Russell County. Here's Johnson down the left side. Leaves it out with Coffey. They work it down inside. Here's a shot going up, no good for Elmore, but a foul on Barren County. Going to be on Elizabeth Bertram, and I believe that's 2 on her. And that will be the 5th Trojanet foul of the half.
They had her in a bad position there. Again, the footwork got her in position. That was Elmore who drew the foul.
28-15, and Elmore misses the second one. And here comes Taylor Davis with a crossover dribble. Left side, Deanie Pettigo. Out top to Bailey Pettigo. 2-3 zone by Russell County. Right side is Bertram. Feeds it in the lane. Davis turns, and she's fouled. It's going to be on Coffey, I think.
Should be.
Her first, team's 5th. And Taylor Davis will step to the free throw line. A 53% free throw shooter on the season. 1 of 2 at the line tonight. This shot is no good. Olivia Houchins comes back in for Elizabeth Bertram, who has those 2 fouls, so she'll have to go sit for a little bit. 28-15, and Davis can't get that one to go. Has missed her last 3 in a row. Russell County the other way. Coffey with it on the left wing. Back out around the perimeter. They go right side over to Scales. Scales will send it back out to Coffey. Top of the key, fakes a 3, goes into Carmen. Had it stripped away, out of bounds, and it goes off the hand of England, I believe it was, and so it'll stay with the Lady Lakers. 2:55 to play here in the first half. Coffey gets it in there to Carmen. She lost the handle. Somebody stripped her loose. I believe it was Davis got a hand on it. Up court, Taylor Davis lays it up and in.
Good example of keeping the head up and passing it forward for the transition layup.
28-17. Around the left side is Scales. Scales will send it out to Coffey. Coffey on the dribble for Russell County. 2.5 minutes to play. Right side it goes to Johnson. They give it now to Elmore. And baseline shot is an air ball. And chasing it down, Carmen gives it off to Scales. Shot is up, it's no good. Another offensive rebound and put back up and in. That's Elmore. She's only a freshman and has got 7 points for Russell County. 30-17. Right side, Deanie Pettigo. Out to Bailey Pettigo. Swings it over to Houchins. She'll fire up at 3. It won't go. And a rebound in there by Carmen for Russell County. Long pass down the floor to Johnson. They send it out to Coffey. They go inside there to Elmore. And the ball out of bounds off of the Trojanettes. It'll stay with Russell County underneath their basket with 1:50 to play here in the second quarter.
No reason we should let a girl just post up right in the middle of the lane and have position against us. We got to work and get around.
Coffey to inbound, comes out to Carmen, right of the circle, trying to force it back into Coffey, but it comes out for a 3, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net for Elmore.
She's played pretty well, hasn't she?
She's got 10 points coming off the bench. 2-3 zone applied by Russell County. 33-17 with 1.5 minutes to go. Right side is Mallory Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo, left side over to Houchins. Back out to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Houchins. Now looks inside, goes back to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Houchins for the 3. It's no good. Rebound taken by Kaylee Coffey. Racing down the floor, right down the middle, angles off to the left, puts up the shot. It's good, and a foul going to be called against the Trojanettes. Kaylee Coffey now with 18 points in the first half.
Used her left hand to finish, and it almost looks like she doesn't want to take it. She just kind of hesitates and kind of bobs and weaves down the floor, but that was a good, again, a nice move. And you look at it, they're on a 25-9 extended run.
Shot's no good for Kaylee Coffey. On the rebound, we got a foul called on Russell County. It will be on Scales, her first, team sixth. 1:11 to play here in the second. Brian Clifford, the principal at Austin Tracy Elementary, will join us here at halftime. Pettigo out to Bailey Pettigo, over to Houchins, back to Bailey Pettigo, top of the circle, back to Houchins on the wing. They go baseline in there to Mallory Pettigo. Nice ball movement. Houchins has a three-pointer blocked on her. And here's Russell County back the other way as Coffey drives, spins up with the left hand. Good. Boy, she's tough.
Yeah, somebody can handle the ball, gets it out of the rim, and goes. It's like a Brie Glover transition. She just takes it from one end to the other.
37-17. 35 seconds to play here in the first half. Houchins with it on the left side. Back out now to Mallory Pettigo, or rather to Bailey, with 28 seconds to play. And I'll hold it for one, looks like. Down to 20 seconds. Bailey Pettigo dribbles it against the floor. 15 seconds to play. Now it's picked up her dribble and fires in there to Deanie Pettigo, left elbow. Over to Mallory Pettigo in the corner to Houchins. They throw it into Davis in traffic, puts up the shot. She's fouled with 4.2 left on the clock. This foul will be on Carmen, her second. Russell County 7 of the first half. And Taylor Davis back at the free throw line. Puts it up, it won't go. She's missed 4 in a row now. And coming in for Russell County's number 12, Naomi Allen, a 5'7" junior. She'll come in to replace Lashea Carmen. Taylor Davis back to the line. This one won't go either. Rebound to Russell County, 1 second. Here's Kaylee Coffey forcing up the three. It hits the right side of the backboard. And that's the end of the first half with a score. Russell County 37, Barren County 17. We'll come back with a halftime report in a moment. This is Barren County High Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Recently, Verizon had to use tiny red balls to try to make you think they had a much better network than Sprint. But there's one big thing they left out. The new Sprint LTE Plus network delivers faster download speeds than Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. While Verizon seems to be focused on tiny balls, Sprint has been obsessively focused on building the network of the future. And to celebrate, Sprint is cutting their rates in half. Switch to Sprint and save 50% on most Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile rates. You get the new Sprint LTE Plus network with faster download speeds than Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. And we'll even cover your cost to switch, up to $650 per line. Only from Sprint. Better for less.
Claim based on Sprint's analysis of average LTE download speeds using Nielsen and MP data. Speeds may vary. Offer coverage not available everywhere. Excludes taxes, surcharges, add-on, and premium content. Subject to new line port activation fee and credit. See website for eligible plans. Savings through 1/8/18 after pay full amount. Restrictions apply. Buy every reward card after online registration and phone turn-in.
Let me get a McPick 2. Listen up. McDonald's McPick 2 menu has a fresh new look. Now choose any 2 hot and tasty classics for just $5.
Mix and match, share and savor. Name your flavor.
Pick any 2 iconic tastes. A Big Mac made with 100% beef, flaky filet of fish, seared on the grill quarter pounder with cheese, or crispy 10-piece chicken McNuggets for just $5. Grab a friend today and pick your faves.
Let me get a McPick 2.
Prices of participation may vary. For a limited time, price of single item posted on menu.
Citizens First Mobile Banking makes your nearest branch as close as your mobile phone. It's easier than ever to access your accounts, check your balances, review transactions, and make transfers. You can even pay bills, and now you can deposit a check right from your smartphone, anytime, anywhere. If your phone is ever lost or stolen, your mobile banking tools are safely locked behind strong security. Just visit citizensfirstbank.com and learn how to take care of your accounts on the go. Mobile banking with Citizens First, wherever you are, whenever you need it.
approval required for mobile deposit. Visit your Citizens First branch for details. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Barren County School Superintendent Bo Matthews. Thanks for supporting our Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes.
Halftime here on senior night. Barren County High School. The Trojanettes trail Russell County 37-17. Pleasure to have Mr. Brian Clifford, the principal at Austin Tracy Elementary. Finally, we get you on the air tonight. It's been a long time trying to get this ball game in.
A little bit of snow.
A little bit of snow.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for it to leave.
Yeah, me too.
How's everything going down at Austin Tracy?
Oh, it's going great. We have some great things going on. We got our test scores back, and we're a distinguished, progressing, high-performing school. We're in the top 7% of all schools in the state. We're very honored with that. Our most recent data shows that our kids are reading 94% on grade level. So as a principal, I'm very proud of that. We're a Lead to Succeed school. We have a student leadership program, and we have a leadership magnet. We take Lead to Succeed trips, and we have incentives going on for that, but we're really trying to instill leadership in our kids while we academically help them to excel. And we're just very excited about all this going on down at Austin Tracy.
Well, I know we've been out, with snow days and the I Learn at Home program. How did that go for you?
It went very well. We had 100% participation, and so we needed to give a few students a little extra support. We were able to do that. Staff very willing to do that. So we're hoping if we have any more days that we have 100% as well.
I know they're talking about a little snow maybe Monday, but hopefully it'll warm up enough where we won't miss very many more days. I think, we've missed 6 altogether?
Altogether.
And I know 3 of them were I Learn at Home days. Is that right?
Right.
So there's 3 days we're going to have to make up.
In some way.
Somewhere down the road before the end of May. But anyway, what else has been going on?
Well, our Beta Club's getting ready to go to convention, and an award-winning Beta Club. A couple of years ago, we went to nationals with our Beta Club. We have what's called a data and dinner night coming up on Tuesday from 5 to 7:30, where we go over just how students are doing academically. We offer a free meal. We offer activities for the students, and it's just a fun time.
How's the enrollment this year? Has it been up, down, about the same from last year?
It's about the same. Small school, but we have individualized instruction and attention, and we're able to do that at a small school. So I'm proud of that. Our motto is a small school with a big heart, and that's where we are.
Eagle territory.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And Trojan territory.
Well, yeah. Soon to be Trojans. That's right. That's right. Anything else you want to add?
No, we're just honored to be here and supporting the Trojans and Trojanettes tonight, and honored to be a part of the Barren County School System. It is the best.
It's always good to see you.
Thank you. Same
Hope
here.
you have a good rest of the school year.
Thank you, sir.
And we don't miss any more school days.
I hope not as well. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Mr. Brian Clifford, the principal at Austin Tracy Elementary. We will come back and take a look at the halftime stats in just a moment as Barren County trails here at the break 37-17. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah Ward, and I'm a member of Park City Beta Club. Beta's motto, "Let us lead by serving others," guides us to lead, serve, and achieve. Park City Betas have been busy getting ready for the State Beta Convention. We are excited to compete in many different categories later this month. We are proud to be Park City Betas.
You've got a job to do, and Joseph A. Wade in Glasgow makes sure you're ready to roll with over 15,000 items in stock, from belts to drill bits, nuts, bolts, screws, black pipe, and more, and services for big trucks, heavy equipment, tractors, and factory machines, including industrial hose and fittings, custom hydraulic hoses, AC lines, and tube bending. Joseph A. Wade is your maintenance hardware specialist, and yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. Roll into 311 Industrial Drive in Glasgow and let Joseph A. Wade work for you.
Hi, I'm Josh Underwood. At Cook Downing and Underwood Insurance, we are committed to meeting your insurance needs. Representing companies such as State Auto. Do you take pride in your house and vehicles? Are you a small business owner with commercial insurance? Do you love someone and need life insurance? Do you want an honest, dependable agent? If the answer is yes, we'd love to talk with you. Stop by our office at 217 South Green Street and let the friendliest agency in town go to work for you.
Cook Downing and Underwood Insurance. Call 270-651-20
2191.
I've been told that getting me to be quiet is like trying to get the hydraulics on your tractor to work after you put water in them. It's just not going to work. This is Whitney at Big Metal Oil Company, and I guess you know, talking is one of my favorite things to do. Another favorite of mine is helping people save money. Come by Big Metal Oil on 219 Industrial Drive in Glasgow and learn how we can save you money. Cold weather is here, so you know we're going to have coffee, and as always, four-legged door greeters. While here, ask for a tour and see all that we have to offer. Come by or call today at 270-651-5212.
Campbellsville University is excited to announce new classes starting every 8 weeks during regular semesters. This means you have more options to take classes when they are most convenient, even if you work full-time. New classes enrolling now for the new bi-term. Call 270-789-5220 or email admissions@campbellsville.edu to find out more. Financial aid is still available for those who qualify. Apply online for free at campbellsville.edu. Make the most of your college experience at Campbellsville University.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Shelley Gross, Barren County Board of Education member. We are BC.
Back here at halftime as the Trojanettes trail 37-17. Our halftime report brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. And the halftime stats presented by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899. Russell County was 16 of 28 from the field in the first half for 57.1%. 2 of 6 behind the arc, 3 of 7 at the free throw line. They had 24 rebounds, 9 of the offensive end, 8 turnovers. Led in scoring by Caitlin Coffey with 20, as Kaylee Coffey scored 16 of her 20 in the first period. She was 9 of 12 from the field and had 7 rebounds. 10 points for Jalen Elmore. She had 5 rebounds. 3 points for Morgan Johnson, 2 for Lashea Carmen, and 2 for Amelia Ackerman. Barren County Trojanettes, 7 of 20 in the first half, 35%, 2 of 9 behind the arc, 1 of 6 at the free throw line. According to the stat sheet, only 4 rebounds in the first half, so out-rebounded 24-4 in that first half. 7 turnovers. Trojanettes led in scoring by Taylor Davis with 12 points, 3-pointer for Olivia Houchins and 2 for Elizabeth Bertram, and that was all the scoring for Barren County in the first half. Points off turnovers, Trojanettes with 10, Lady Lakers with 9 points to paint, 26-10 Russell County. Second chance points, 12-0 Russell County. Bench points, 13-2 Russell County. Russell County led 19-10 at the end of the first quarter. Outscored Barren County 18-7 in the second period of play.
You think about it, theoretically, they had 9 offensive rebounds and only, 12 missed shots? So they almost had 1 offensive rebound on every one of their missed shots. And when you look at 26 out of their 37 points in the paint, we're just not doing a good job keeping them away from the basket. And they're shooting high percentage shots because they're shooting shots close to the rim. So we've got to find a way to figure out something against this 2-3 zone. We're just swinging the ball around the perimeter and settling for a shot out there when we really need to get it in the middle and move it around and get it inside.
Foul situation, Amelia Ackerman has 2. Lashea Carmen has 2 for Russell County, 1 each on Coffey, Preston, and Scales. Barren County, 2 on Kennedy Logston, 2 on Elizabeth Bertram, 1 each on Deanie Pettigo and Bailey Pettigo. Trojanettes will start the second half with Bailey Pettigo, along with Kennedy Logston and Olivia Houchins, Taylor Davis, and Deanie Pettigo. And Russell County will go back with Ackerman, Coffey, Carmen, Loy, and Preston.
You look at Russell County, though, something peculiar about their schedule. Since they're so far away, they have played 0 teams in the 13th or 14th district, and they've only played 10 out of their whole 22 games in the region. And obviously 6 of those 10 would be their district games that they're required to play. So they just don't play here a lot.
No, they don't. Here's a pass inside. They kick it back out for a 3-point try. That's nothing but net as Addison Loy knocks it down from long range. That's their 3rd 3-pointer of the game. 40-17. Bailey Pettigo out to Logston. Left side over to Houchins. Back out to Logston. Logston goes back to Houchins. Left wing with a 3-ball. It's no good. And rebound taken off by Ackerman for Russell County. Long pass down across and over the left side. They work it outside to Ackerman and now give it to Coffey to set up. 40-17, Russell County here in the third, brought to you by Glass Aggregates, same name, serving this community for over a quarter of a century. Here's another three from the left wing. Good again for Loy. Nobody went out to defend her. And it's 43-17 as Russell County blowing it wide open here starting of the third quarter.
They've only taken 8 shots from deep and have hit 4 of them.
Deanie Pettigo in the lane, back out to Houchins for 3, and it's good.
There's an answer.
And that's her second three-pointer of the game, 43-20. I'm still trying to figure out what our student section is dressed up as over there.
I'll let you think about it. Come on, Jay, you're better than that.
Well, I'd make a comment, but I don't know if that's the right one or not. Or maybe I should.
It's senior night, Jay.
Well, yeah. Shot goes up and in for Loy. That's 8. She's got all 8 points here in the third quarter. 45-20. Here's Logston, left side over to Houchins. Back out to Logston. I don't think they've ever done that before, dressed like senior citizens.
It's pretty creative, though.
It really is.
I give them credit.
Shot missed, and here's Russell County with a basketball. Loy trying to wrap around pass and loose on a floor scramble. Wow. Should be Barron's ball in the alternating possession.
Kennedy dove in there. Hopefully she'll get up off the bottom of that. She had 2 girls dive on top of her.
I think Brad Johnson, her principal's the youngest person over there, isn't he?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Probably accurate, too. He's at least not one of the ones that has a cane or a walker. We'll give him that one.
Yeah.
He's a few years away from that.
Bailey Pettigo with it for the Trojanettes. Working the right side. Goes in the corner to Davis. Lobs it out to Logston, left of the circle. Now feeds it down low. Deanie Pettigo had a ball slapped away. Loose ball out of bounds, and it goes back to Barren County with 5:38 to play here in the third. And Russell County with a 45-20 lead. Logston will toss it in. Gets it to Davis. Little 8-foot shot. Good. She's got 14. 45-22. Russell County with the basketball. Coffey into Carmen, and she puts it up and in with the left hand. 47-22. Bailey Pettigo straight away out to Logston, over to Houchins of the left wing. Back to Logston, into Davis, right of the lane, got bumped in there. Blocking foul. This will be charged too. Let's see. 33, that's Preston. Her second, team's first of the second half. Elizabeth Bertram and Mackenzie England will check back into the Trojanette lineup for Kennedy Logston and Deanie Pettigo.
Glad Mackenzie's getting some good minutes tonight. First time she's really been in there for some measurable minutes.
They're going to need her a lot next year, that's for sure. Taylor Davis in traffic out to Bertram. Around it goes to Houchins. Houchins back out to Bailey Pettigo. Trying to get things set up here. Top of the key. Bailey Pettigo against the 2-3 zone by Russell County. Three-pointer, but Bertram is no good. Rebound England, high off the glass and in, and a foul. It almost hit the top of the backboard.
I think it did, actually, but we'll take it. Falling right back in the rim. Your only hope with Mackenzie is coming off an ACL, you can keep her healthy for the next 3 years. That's, always a concern. As many injuries as we've had, you want to keep everybody healthy, really.
And she gets an old-fashioned three-point play, and it's 47-25. Coffey with the basketball, dumps it in there to Carmen, posted in there against England, and they're going to call a foul on her. I didn't see that one.
I didn't either. We brought the double that time. Olivia came over, kept her from turning all the way in the middle, which I think is an adjustment that we needed to make.
There's Carmen with it over the left side now to Elmore. Back to Carmen, right of the circle. Leaves it out there with Kaylee Coffey. Right side is Loy. Go back down in there to Coffey, double teamed in the lane. Carmen puts it up, it's no good. And an offensive rebound and a whistle jump ball. Somebody reached in to tie it up, but it go back to Russell County on the alternating possession. 4:25 left in the third. It's 47-25, Russell County. Here's a long-distance three, no good. Russell County with it chasing down the offensive rebound. Carmen back in the corner. And out to Coffey with 4:15 left to play here in the third quarter. Coffey On the move left, gets a screen, drives, goes under, shot no good, got a foul. And I believe this one's on Mackenzie England. That'll be her second. Number 2 of the half against the Trojanettes. The free throw is no good for Coffey. At 20 points in the first half. One more try on the way, and that one's good. 21 for Coffey, 48-25. Now Russell County applying some pressure here, 1-3-1. As Bailey Pettigo has it to the left side, drives, gives it in the corner now to Bertram. Back out now to Bailey Pettigo to set up. Russell County in that 2-3 zone again. Bertram of the left wing. And around the perimeter right, it goes to Houchins. They go into England, free throw line. Back over the left side now to Bertram. Works inside, lost the handle, ball kind of laid there on the floor like an egg, and she picked it back up. And here's Davis in traffic. Bounce pass across the lane, chased down by Bertram. She'll fire from 17. It's off the mark. Davis with an offensive rebound and tried to throw it underneath the basket to England. It's kicked out of bounds by the Lady Lakers. Michaela Scales checks back into the Russell County lineup. She'll replace Ackerman. 48-25, 3:24 to play here in the third quarter.
Kept the margin essentially the same, just +3 to Russell County this quarter.
It is senior night here at Barren County. We'll have those festivities for you in between games. Ball comes out to Bertram. Has an open look at a three, doesn't take it. Gives it to Houchins, over to Bailey Pettigo. Now Bailey Pettigo will set it up. Back over to Houchins to the right wing. Back out to Bailey Pettigo. Swings it left to Bertram. They try to go into England. And a foul going to be charged to 42, and that is Carmen, her third. Russell County's third of the second half. Bailey Pettigo out to Houchins. Open three. No good. The rebound taken off by Coffey. Long pass broken up and stolen by Bailey Pettigo. She'll throw it long over to Houchins on the left wing and back out to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Houchins. And around the perimeter right, it goes to Bertram. Bailey Pettigo, left side of Houchins. Looking for England, can't get it to her. Right side, it goes to Bertram. Back out now to Bailey Pettigo. Goes left side to Houchins. Houchins, cross-court pass over to Bertram. She'll fire up a high-arching three that's no good. Rebound taken down by Coffey for Russell County. Down the left side of the lane, puts up the shot. It's no good. Got a foul called against the Trojanettes. And this will be on Elizabeth Bertram. That's her third, team's third of the second half. Kaylee Coffey at the line for Russell County. And the free throw is up and it's good. That's point number 22 for Coffey. Deanie Pettigo returning to the Trojanet lineup. And it is Madeline Preston for Russell County. Of course, tomorrow night, the Trojanettes and the Trojans will be on the road at Cumberland County. That game will start at 6 for the girls. Second shot good for Coffey. 23rd point on the night.
Don't think Cumberland has a game. Their coach here doing a little scouting tonight.
50-25, Russell County with 2:32 to play. And it could be that Cumberland County plays Russell County in the first round of the district tournament.
That's true. Multiple benefits to being here tonight.
Here's Logston, left side over to Deanie Pettigo. Back out now to Logston, right side to Bailey Pettigo. Back over to Deanie. Deanie being chased over there in the corner. They throw it across the lane. Here's a shot put up good for Bailey Pettigo, about a 15-footer.
So we've got to score. Release it quick. They're so long, they only take one step either way, and they've recovered on defense.
They work it down low. Spin move. Kind of lost her balance there when she put up the shot. That was Elmore. Long pass overthrown for Davis and out of bounds. And it'll go back to Russell County with a minute 57 to play here in the third quarter.
Not a bad turnover. Right idea, and you put it in the only spot that your player is the only one that can get it if anybody does.
Kaylee Coffey with it for Russell County. They work it inside in traffic, and she's going to be fouled.
I do really feel like it's Friday, though. We've played, this is 2 Thursday boy-girl doubleheaders that we've had, right, because of makeups. One against Glasgow last week, and then again tonight against Russell County.
Here's Bailey Pettigo with it. They work it inside. Try to go to Davis with it. It's batted away. And jump ball, possession arrow back to the Trojanettes with 1:31. On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, after one quarter, Glasgow and Monroe County girls tied at 16.
Don't see very many district games played after the district draw. District draw was last night. It didn't really matter for anything.
Right.
Since all the seeds had already been decided.
Deanie Pettigo trying to go baseline. She's cut off. Gives to Taylor Davis. Davis off the baseline. Shot no good for Bailey Pettigo. Rebound to Coffee. 1:20 left in the third. Crossover dribble. Hooks it back down low. And here's a shot put up no good. Got a foul. And it's going to send Elmore to the free throw line for two. Taylor Davis picks up her first personal. That's the fourth one on Barren here in the second half. It doesn't really matter. Monroe and Glasgow are the 2-3 seeds, and they were tied anyway. And so it's not going to really matter who's 2 or who's 3. It just depends on who's going to wear the white, who's going to wear the dark uniforms.
Right. Which bench you sit on and which color you wear.
Yep.
That matters in neither way of the outcome of the game, I wouldn't think, unless you're superstitious.
Right. Elmore gets one of two. That trip for Russell County makes it 51-27 with 1:08 to play here in the third quarter. Deanie Pettigo straight away out to Logston. They go to Mallory Pettigo, who's back in the game. Back over to Logston, right side. Deanie Pettigo, three in the air is no good. Offensive rebound by Davis. As Taylor Davis gives it off to Bertram, left of the lane, forces up the shot. It goes down and a foul.
Right idea to just throw it up, know you're getting fouled, and just hope it goes in to get that added point.
So Bertram gets her second field goal of the night. Foul was on Madeline Preston. That's her third, team's fourth. Free throw is good for Bertram. An old-fashioned three-point play to make it 51-30 with 49 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Johnson with the basketball for Russell County. Over the right side, they give it to Scales. Scales now looking. One dribble, bounces it out long, top of the key. And now pass picked off, stolen by Taylor Davis, and she gets tripped up, and there's no whistle called. And then Russell County apparently stepped on the sideline when they came up with the basketball, so Barren will get it back. .27 seconds to play. Logston can't penetrate, gives it off to Bertram, 15-footer, in and out. Taylor Davis trying to get the rebound, and somebody came over her back. That will be Preston once again for Russell County. That's her fourth, team's fifth.
We actually have a chance to win this quarter if we are able to get a bucket and stop Russell if we don't take the last shot.
They get Loy back in the game for the Lady Lakers with 19.3 left on the clock here in the third quarter. They go underneath to Deanie Pettigo, and she gets a little push underneath, trying to go up.
Use her body to gain position against the smaller defender. Just push her out. Good job getting and gaining that advantage.
Kaylee Coffey picks up her second personal. That is number 6. Or they call it on the right one.
Blue 22.
Or 22. He signaled 23, but it was actually 22. That's Scales. No, they're going to put it on Ackerman.
That's not right.
That's not right either.
No, it's on 22. They'll get it straightened out.
Free throw no good for Deanie Pettigo. There was some confusion going on while she was shooting the free throw.
Yeah, he don't
know.
know.
I think we're going to...
He don't know who it was on. Get it correct, but Deanie won't get to reshoot that free throw. I wouldn't think. Even though there was disruption to keep her from scoring it.
Deanie Pettigo back at the line, and this shot goes up, and it's good. It's her first point of the game. 51-31. 13 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Russell County with the basketball. They go left side over to Loy, and got a timeout call by Coach Craig Pippin with 7.4 seconds to play. Be a 30-second timeout.
All of our seniors have scored, obviously, except Madison and Kennedy. Find a way to get Kennedy in the book, and we'll have all of them a point on there. And this has been a pretty special senior class when you think about it, from the amount of games they played. That most of them have played. A lot of them have started since they are sophomores, and freshmen even. And had a chance. They're phenomenal young ladies. Had a chance to have all of them but one in class. Excellent academic students. 2 of them were even fortunate enough, or probably unfortunate for them, to have me for 2 years. So you couldn't ask for better kids, and their parents definitely should be proud, and the school should be proud for putting out these kind of young ladies.
3 out of the right corner, spins out, and that will end the third period of play. After 3, it's Russell County 51, Barren County 31. We'll come back for the fourth quarter after this timeout. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Geico applauds your inner road champion.
A solid bump from Geico's fist to yours goes out to the little rebel that lives within. The one who made you daydream as a kid about owning a chopper, chroming it out, and chewing on toothpicks. Just to look tough. For you, champ, Geico insures motorcycles with great rates. And to further fuel your engine, you can access your policy anytime, day or night through the Geico mobile app. Because Geico knows that even make-believe renegades need help from time to time.
Geico Motorcycle. See how much you could save.
Hey, you woke up today. Big win. Time for a reward. Right now at Burger King, get 2 hot and flaky Croissant breakfast sandwiches for just $4. That's 2 Croissant for just $4 at Burger King. Piled high with crispy bacon, fluffy egg, and melted cheese. And they're 2 for $4. That's a breakfast deal so good, you may just become a morning person. Get the 2 for $4 Croissant deal today, only at Burger King. Limited time only, price and participation vary.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Randy Simmons, Barren County Board of Education member. We are BC.
Fourth quarter underway. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, 51-31 Russell County. They go down low to Carmen. She puts it up. Got a foul on Danny Pettigo. And that is her second. That'll be the team's 5th of the second half. This fourth quarter brought to you by SCRTC, Hometown People, Big City Service, Cooperative Values. Barren County 5 of 14 that third quarter. Russell County was 4 of 8. Free throw is good for Carmen. That's her 5th point of the game. And you look at the rebounds, 31-9, Russell County.
We actually tied them that last quarter, did a little better job on the rebounds. We have
second shot missed, and we got a foul on Russell County. I believe they're going to put it on Carmen.
Yep.
It's her 4th. Team 7th.
You look at that, though. We got up 14 shots, and they got up 8, but we were only able to hit 1 more than they did. So wasn't really able to cut into it, just played even.
Free throw is on the way, and it's good for Mallory Pettigo. That's her first point of the game. It is 52-32. Barren County only 8 turnovers in the game. Russell County with 12. Second shot good on the bonus for Mallory Pettigo. 52-33, 7:42 remaining in this one. We'll have senior night activities coming up after the game. Kaylee Coffey, top of the key, backs away on the dribble. Sends it off to the left side. Now works off the screen, penetrates, goes down the lane, puts it up, and it hangs and comes off. Rebound put back up, no good. Taken it there by Mallory Pettigo. Long pass down to Taylor Davis. Davis will throw it back out to Loxton. Over to Bertram. She'll fire away. It's no good. Rebound taken by Russell County. As Kaylee Coffey has it back tapped out of bounds by Bertram. It'll stay with Russell County with 7:08 to play.
Your way down to the door beside the boys' basketball dressing room.
And here's about a 12-foot jumper that's no good for Carmen. Whistle on the rebound. Got a foul. And this will be charged to 33. And that's Madeline Preston, and she's going to foul out of the game.
We talk about Russell County, super record, but not very many games played in the region as a whole. You worry about that as far as them being able to compete in the regional tournament. Obviously, they're going to get there, aside from a major upset in their district tournament. And you think they've got the players and the capability to pull off an upset, but you question their schedule a little bit, playing so many teams outside of the region and just not seeing any competition from our region.
Bertram missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Danny Pettigo went back up and hit the bottom of the backboard, and here comes Coffey with it for Russell County. And a three-point try on the way that's no good for Loy. And Olivia Houchins with it for Barren. Gives it off to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo back to Houchins for the 3 ball. It's up and short. Long rebound back to Houchins. Throws it back over the backboard. I don't know if it was blocked. And apparently not. It's going to go to Russell County with 6:41 to play. Kaylee Coffey with it for Russell County. Brings it in front court. Gets her the basketball to Carmen. Sends it out now to Elmore. Bounces off to Ackerman. Ackerman's covered up by Houchins. Get rid of the basketball over to Loy. Back out to Coffey. Carmen with it. Back to Elmore. Over to Ackerman. And I got a timeout by Craig Pittman in Russell County. Be a full timeout here with 6:05 remaining in the basketball game. It's Russell County 52 and Barren County 33. We'll run down the district tournament schedule for you if you haven't not heard already. It will start a week from Monday night. It'll be a girls doubleheader. Trojanettes will take on Allen County Scottsville in the first game, followed by Monroe County against Glasgow. Then Tuesday night, there'll be a doubleheader boys with 6 o'clock game, the Trojans against the Patriots. And then followed by Monroe County against Glasgow. Girls Championship Thursday night, February the 25th. That's 2 weeks from tonight. Boys Championship on Friday night, February 26th at 7. All the games at Allen County Scottsville High School. And we'll have all the broadcast coverage of the 15th District for you starting on Monday night, February the 22nd. Of course, we'll have all the 4th region as well for you on the radio from Diddle Arena.
That schedule gets a little more complicated when you start talking about the 4th region.
The regional tournament, yeah, and it's actually going to start on Sunday, the 28th. And the girls' final will end up on Sunday. It's going to go Sunday, Monday, Friday, Sunday for the girls' region.
Yeah, because of Western still using the facility with 2 conference games that week, you said, right?
That's right.
Hope we're there to both ways, boys and girls, to have to figure that out, though.
Yeah. 52-33, Russell County with 5:53 to play. Ball comes out to Coffey. Now Coffey starts her move to the left, gives it to Loy. Loy trying to work it in down low, and here's Coffey putting it up and in. Just had her posted up in there. And
both sides of the basket, left and right, so you can post you up.
25 points now for Kaylee Coffey, and it's 54-33. Houchins sends it into Davis, left of the lane, in traffic. Here's Deanie Pettigo. Had it blocked, puts it back up and in.
See how difficult it is to get inside the lane. She was just fortunate enough to stay with it, and it fell in her lap for another one off the window.
54-35. That's Deanie Pettigo's first field goal tonight. 5:10 remaining in the game. Right side, Ackerman for Russell County. Out top, they throw it down into Carmen, and she puts it up and in. Of course, Carmen's at 6'2", and that's her 6th point of the ball, or 7th point of the game. 56-35, ball gets away out of bounds, turnover, unforced.
Just wasn't ready for it, I don't think.
And Lady Lakers get it back with 4:55 to play.
I think we should almost have a contest for best dressed senior over there. Looks like
yeah, that's a good idea.
Looks like a few of them could just walk off the set of Golden Girls right into right into the gym tonight.
Yeah. Here's Carmen with it, hooks it over the left side of Coffey. Coffey backs away on the dribble out front. Sends it back off the left side to Loy. Loy now, one dribble. Elmore back around to Coffey. Down low is Carmen, and a whistle. Got a foul here on 23, and that's Deanie Pettigo. It's her third, team 6th.
I didn't think that was on her, but who they called it on?
I don't think it was either.
I thought Olivia was right there beside her. Deanie wasn't.
And Coffey having a little trouble getting in bounds. Comes back to Carmen, back down to Coffey, spins, goes up with the left hand. It's short. Taylor Davis. Did somebody get a hand on it?
I think Taylor did.
Down to Bertram, in traffic, puts it up, came up short on that one.
Yeah, good pass by Taylor. Couldn't finish, though.
Here's a shot out of the left corner that's short for Scales, and Davis with a rebound. They call her for a double dribble. Take a look at the Coca-Cola scoreboard. At halftime, it is Monroe County leading Glasgow. This is girls game 34-30.
One other quick one. Franklin Simpson and South Warren are playing. One of the few games tonight. South Warren girls are up 35-20 at halftime.
Got 4:06 remaining here. They go underneath the Carmen, and she puts it up and in, and a foul.
Tough. Nothing you can do when she catches it there.
Oh, when you're 6'2". So Deanie Pettigo picks up her 4th personal foul. That's the 7th one on the Trojanettes here in the second half. Hadley Hammer in the ball game for Barren County, along with Maddie Green. Green's a 5'8" sophomore. Hammer's a 5'3" sophomore. Along with Bailey Pettigo on the floor, Mallory Pettigo, and Elizabeth Bertram.
And even though all the seniors went out there, hopefully we get to play Tuesday night, and it's really not their farewell on the floor tonight.
Yeah. 59-35, ball's deflected, but chased down by Bailey Pettigo on the near side. Back out to Mallory Pettigo, over to Hammer, and back out to Mallory, over to Bailey on the left, in the corner to Green. They go back out to Mallory Pettigo, straightaway 3, bounces and falls in.
Friendly bounce, right off the back of the rim, up and in.
59-38, 3:40 remaining in the contest. Russell County's Kaylee Coffey gets a screen out there from Carmen, drives against Hammer, muscles it up and in. Coffey with 27. 61-38. Here's Bertram down low, puts up the shot. No, looked like a foul. Got her on a rebound and put it back up and in.
Like that, went right back and got it.
7 points for Elizabeth Bertram at 61-40. 3:08 to play. Kelly Coffey with a basketball for Russell County. Sends it off to the left side. And they bring it back out now to Elmore. Go back left to Coffey. Coffey now to Scales. Back to Coffey. She'll circle it out. 2:48 to play. Back over the left side is Scales. Now Scales had it stripped loose but got back out to Elmore. Now back to Coffey. 2.5 minutes to play. Coffey. Right side over to Scales. They feed it in the lane there to Allen. The shot no good. And out of bounds, it's going to go to Barren County. Carmen checking out the ball game for Russell County, replaced by Morgan Johnson. 2:20 remaining at 61-40 Russell County. Hammer on the right side, back to Mallory Pettigo. Over the left side now to Bailey Pettigo. Baseline screen, back around the perimeter. Hammer had a three-pointer blocked. And they're going to call a foul on Scales.
We have played overall an even second half. Defensively, we have done a better job. We made some adjustments to deter their post players from just directly posting up, but we couldn't stop them all together and wasn't able to put together enough baskets to catch back up.
Actually, they put the foul on Coffey. Free throw no good for Hammer. 2:06 to play. It's 61-40. And Hammer with a second shot. It's up. It's no good. She'll have one more.
Think about it. This is more of the lineup you'll see next year, though. None of the seniors out there right now. Got McKenzie over there who would be added to it. I can't see down the rest of the bench, but that's a couple more sophomores and freshmen maybe to add to that. But a lot of minutes to replace, really, when you think about it with the seniors next year.
Hammer missed the third one, but somebody stepped in the lane, so she'll get to shoot that one again. I think they were wanting to sub there, but Hammer puts this one up, and it's good.
You got to...
She'll have to wait till
she came out
before the foul shot and then wanted to get back in.
Right, no time off the clock.
61-41, just under 2 minutes to play. Got McKenna Wade in the ball game for Russell County. The shot goes up, no good for Elmore. She's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line.
Elmore had a phenomenal first half. Hadn't done anything here really in the second half. I don't feel like she's played a whole lot, though.
Free throw no good for Elmore. She'll have one more. She had 10 points in the first half and 8 in the second quarter. 61-41, and it's Elmore back of the line. This one's good. 62-41, a minute 50 to play. Right side is Hammer. Now Mallory Pettigo with it out front. Left side, Bailey Pettigo. She'll send it back around the perimeter over to Hammer. They go into Bertram. Nice head fake.
Yes,
shot goes up, no good. And we got a foul on the rebound. And it's going to be on Bailey Pettigo. No. We'll put it on Green. Her second. Number 9 of the Trojanettes. That's going to send to the free throw line Naomi Allen for Russell County.
Fouls that have looked obvious. We can't really announce before they number it in because they haven't really got it on the same person we thought it made sense for.
Allen gets the free throw. She'll have the bonus coming as Coach Piper Lindsay sending in 3 more new players to the game. Emily Pettigo along with Jalen Bush and Brianna Francis. 63-41. This shot goes up and it's good for Allen. 64-41. A minute 33 remaining. Hammer with a basketball for Barren County. Over the right side is Francis. They go down to the corner to Green. Back out to Hammer. Swings over the left side now. And back around the perimeter to the right. Give it to Francis. Green in the corner. Trying to go down to Bush. It's knocked away out of bounds. Stays with the Trojanettes with a minute 16 remaining. Russell County will get 2 new players in the game. Julia Balt, a 5'4" 7th grader, number 50. And number 40, Cheyenne Elkins, a 5'4" 8th grader.
Just keep getting younger, don't they?
And here's Hammer trying to get in the Bush. Bobbled it. Gets it back, though. Throws up a 3-point shot. That's an air ball from Francis. And here's Russell County into the front court as Elkins gives it over to Balt. Or rather to Bodner, who's in the game. Freshman number 10. That's Elisa Bodner. 55 seconds to play. We got Dalen Emerson in the ball game, a 5'4" freshman for Russell County, number 3. Timeout call by Russell County. And this will be 30-second timeout. 64-41, Lady Lakers. You know, you talked about some of the 7th grade, 8th grade, freshmen. They just have a lot of young players on this Russell County team.
And their best player, Coffey, who I'm sure is getting some looks from different places.
Yeah.
Is a junior. And like you said, their 2 seniors hardly play at all. So, I mean, I was impressed by Carmen. Their big girls have nice footwork, nice hands to be able to catch and finish in the paint. So, you know, they could sneak up on somebody. They did beat Glasgow, even though it was without Glover.
Mm-hmm.
And they play Allen County the last game of the year. So,
yeah,
they'll have a little test. But 2 of their losses are to Monroe County.
Right. They lost to Monroe by 16 and by 8. 20 seconds remaining. Russell County with a basketball. They're going to go to 18-5 on the year. No doubt they're the 16th district tournament favorites heading into tournament time a week from Monday. 6 seconds to play.
After this, it gets next 2 and last 2 games for the girls, they'll get a lot easier.
Shot goes up at the horn. It's no good. That's going to end the ball game, and Russell County wins it 61-41 or 64-41 over Barren County. We'll come back and get set for senior night in a moment. This is Trojanet basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Geico applauds your inner road champion. A solid bump from Geico's fist to yours goes out to the little rebel that lives within. The one who made you daydream as a kid about owning a chopper, chroming it out, and chewing on toothpicks. Just to look tough. For you, champ, Geico insures motorcycles with great rates. And to further fuel your engine, you can access your policy anytime, day or night through the Geico mobile app. Because Geico knows that even make-believe renegades need help from time to time.
Geico Motorcycle. See how much you could save.
Hey, you woke up today. Big win. Time for a reward. Right now at Burger King, get 2 hot and flaky croissant breakfast sandwiches for just $4. That's 2 croissant for just $4 at Burger King. Piled high with crispy bacon, fluffy egg, and melted cheese. And they're 2 for $4. That's a breakfast deal so good, you may just become a morning person. Get the 2 for $4 croissant deal today, only at Burger King. Limited time only, price and participation vary.
It doesn't matter where in Southern Kentucky your project is or how much stone you need to get it done. There's just one call to make. Glass Aggregates. See, Glass Aggregates has quarries all over this part of the state in Barren, Allen, Hart, and Monroe counties. So the stone for your project, wherever that might be in Southern Kentucky, is close by when you call Glass Aggregates. Sand, gravel, stone, whatever your project calls for, call Glass Aggregates. Same name, serving the community for over a quarter century. Call Glass Aggregates today at 270-678-3838.
If you're like most Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands, so they provide quality feeds they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options. Direct-to-farm. For bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free 888-618-6455. You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is John Hall, principal of Temple Hill Elementary School. Go Trojans.
64-41, a final score tonight. Russell County Lady Lakers defeat the Barren County Trojanettes as Russell County goes to 18-5 on the year. Barren County drops to 9-15 on the season. I would assume we're getting ready for senior night activities. We'll talk with Coach Piper Lindsay following the senior night. And are they ready to go?
I think we're getting the cue from the boss right now.
Here we go. Grant Markham with the senior night festivities.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2016 Barren County Senior Night, sponsored by the Barren County High School and Barren County High School. We would like to thank the football officers for their hard work and dedication to our senior night. 2015-2016 pep officers include Co-Presidents Chloe Poland and Darren Miner, President-elect Haley Greer, Secretary Andrew Hughes, Treasurer Reagan Taylor, Reporter Madison Hughes, and Special Events Chairperson Kenner Pedigo and Maddie Coslow. The pep is sponsored by Teresa Bewley. And now for the seniors. In band, we have Shelby Caudell. Shelby is the daughter of Wendy and Jeff Caudell. Next is Elizabeth, daughter of Michael and Ann Doyle. Next up is Josh. Josh is the son of John and Wanda. Josh was also on the twin team. Next up is Jackson Thomas. Jackson is the daughter of Angie and Peter Palmer. Next up is Holly Gary. Holly is the daughter of Denise Seagate and Scott Gary. Next we have Kennedy Gentry. Kenny is the daughter of Wayne and Marla Gentry. Next we have Raylan Logan. Raylan is the daughter of Next up is Morgan King. Morgan is the daughter of Luann and David King. Next we have David Lancaster. David is the son of Roland and David Lancaster. Next is Miranda Mitchell. Miranda is the daughter of Mark and Elizabeth Mitchell. Next up is Jessica McCoy. Jessica is the daughter of Judy McCoy and the late Jessica McCoy.
Sorry, I'm not meaning.
Next we have Kelly Moss. Kelly is the daughter of John Moss and Michelle Bryant. Next is Lane Myers. Lane is the son of Terry and Ken Myers. Next we have Brandon Lino. Brandon is the son of Cindy and Gary Lino. Next we have Joe Richardson. Next up is Courtney Sexton. Courtney is the daughter of Courtney Sexton. Next up is Joe Dahl. Joe is the daughter of Jason and Dean Dahl. Next up is Sarah Henson. Sarah is the daughter of Alexa and Don Henson. Next up is Rena Thomas. Rena is the daughter of Tammy Thomas. Next we have Jack Turner. Zach is the son of Wanda and Terry Turner. And finally, we have Evan Wells. Evan is the daughter of Joy and Kenny Wells. We would like to recognize the team tonight. Jacob Green, Dakota Hunt, Kayla Lamar, Travis Carter, and Gabby Short. Now for the dance team. Kaylee Young. Kaylee is the daughter of Steve and Ruth Ann Gum and Sheila and Wayne Garma. We also like to mention the swim team members that are not making tonight. Karen Chris, Seth Rose, and Kennedy Leslie.
Gore account just followed me. Yes.
And now the cheer team.
Who are they following?
Next up is Kelsey Brandon. Kelsey is the daughter of Brandon.
I thought she was. Pretty like baggy Weston.
The next team here is Jared. Jared is the son of Keith and Gina Hurd. Next up we have Jared Reiner. Jared is the daughter of Brandon and Cam Reiner. Next is Anna Rutledge. And is the daughter of Roger and Linda Rutledge. Next we have Chloe Booland. Chloe is the daughter of Jasmine and Terry Paul. Next up is Reagan Taylor. Reagan is the daughter of Candy and Tracy Taylor. Next up is the girls basketball team. The first team here tonight for the girls basketball team is Taylor Davis. Taylor is the daughter of Sonia Davis.
Sonia.
Next we have Olivia Hopkins. Olivia is the daughter of Mike and Andy Hopkins. Next we have Madison Hughes. Madison is the daughter of one and only Terry Hughes and Alicia Hughes. Next up we have Kennedy Logston.
What?
Next up, we have Vinny Bendigo.
Really? What?
Vinny is the daughter of Ivan and Michelle Bendigo.
Whoa, on like the first day. Well, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah.
Next up is Summer is the daughter of Stefan.
I was joking.
And now, the boys basketball. First up, Wade Coomer. Wade is the son of Greg and Amy Coomer. Next up is Gavin Driver.
He was talking about how he's not even playing anything for Valentine's.
Next we have Billy Jackson.
I had it first. I was like, you know.
Billy is the son of Ray Jackson and Tanya Carter. Next we have Nick May. Nick is the son of Josh May and Ron Wood. And finally, we have Nathan Perkins. Nathan is the son of Cat and Casey Perkins.
Do the stinky leg. Stop having sex or something.
We would now like to recognize the rest of the senior class. If you are present, please stand up. Thank you. Most of us would like to give a special thanks to all the parents who have taken their time and patience to help these students excel in life at Barren County High School. Let's give these parents all a round of applause. That concludes our senior night. Thanks for supporting our seniors, and the pep club wishes these seniors success in their future.
And thanks to Grant Martin. Public address tonight. A lot more seniors this year we've had in some time. And we'll try to get Coach Piper Lindsay over here in a little bit and get some comments from her after this ball game tonight. 64-41, Russell County over Barren County tonight. We'll take a look at the stats quickly before she makes her way over here. Russell County in the second half, 8 of 19, 42.1%. They were 24 of 47 for 51.1%. 4 of 12 from behind the arc, 12 of 19 at the free throw line. They had 36 rebounds, 12 of the offensive end. Had 6 assists, 13 turnovers in the game. They were led in scoring by Kaylee Coffey, 27 points and 12 rebounds. 10 points and 10 rebounds for Lashea Carmen. 12 points and 6 rebounds for Jalen Elmore, 2 points for Amelia Ackerman, 8 points for Addison Loy, 2 points for Naomi Allen, 3 for Morgan Johnson. Barren County in the second half, 8 of 24 for 33.3, 15 of 44 for the ball game, 34.1%, only 4 of 18 behind the arc, 7 of 16 at the line, 15 rebounds, 6 on the offensive end, 7 assists, 10 turnovers, 6 steals. Taylor Davis with 14 points tonight to lead the Trojanettes in scoring. She had 6 rebounds. 6 points for Olivia Houchins, 3 for Deanie Pettigo, 1 for Hadley Hammer, 4 for Bailey Pettigo, 4 for Elizabeth Bertram, 5 for Mallory Pettigo, and 3 for Mackenzie England. As Coach Piper Lindsay joins me here for the post-game report. Coach, not the outcome we wanted. I thought we played a lot better in the second half, though, than we did the first half.
Yeah, we did. I think we came out, and it was pretty physical for us. They pushed us around a little bit, and we didn't hold our own like we probably should have, and it's just something, part of those growing pains we're going to have to get used to.
This is another big team that we faced. Of course, Logan County was a team we faced a couple of weeks ago, but Russell County seemed to be a little more physical than Logan County.
Yeah, they have some big old girls, and compared to us, I don't want to make excuses, but we're a little bit smaller. We have to get a little bit stronger against them and get in position and make sure that we get every single rebound. We didn't rebound very well tonight, and of course, these are things we just have to continue to work on.
Yeah, 36-15 was on the stat sheet tonight. They had 12 on the offensive end.
Yeah, and again, those second and third chances, they're going to hurt you every time. And I know that they're taller than us, but we still got to make sure we use the right technique, get down low, and box out.
Of course, this is a team that doesn't play a lot of 4th region teams. They kind of stay mainly in that 12th region. A lot of teams I looked on their schedule, but they're 6-0 in their district, probably the favorites to win the 16th this year.
Yeah, again, a solid team that's young. Disciplined, very disciplined. It seemed like. We just got to make sure. Again, we've got to do the little things right every single time and not take possessions off and then put the ball in the hole.
Taylor Davis had 15 points tonight, had 6 rebounds, 6 of 9 from the field. Kind of struggled at the free throw line there, 2 of 7. But, of course, you got to turn around and play Cumberland County tomorrow night on the road.
You're exactly right. We got to put this one behind us, learn from it, and move on and be ready to go tomorrow.
Of course, Cumberland County maybe not as strong as Russell County. They're 6-18, I believe, and got a decent player in Keely Stalkup, and I'm sure you've probably scouted them and her and a player that you will try to contain tomorrow night.
Right, yeah. They're not going to do anything too flashy. I don't think they're going to very well coached team that I think is, kind of take us out of our stuff. So we got to make sure we do the little things right, and they're going to be physical as well. Got to get in there and definitely rebound the basketball and take care of it and, make sure we do our job offensively.
I know this is senior night. It's not the last home game for the seniors, and it was good that you were able to get Madison Hume in the game.
Yeah, that was a special moment. So I asked her about it, and, that's what I wanted her to do, and she wanted to do that as well. I hate it for her. Such a good girl, and, her character is out of this world. She comes in every day with high spirits. Even though she can't play, she comes to practice every single day, and she's there for us, doing it whatever she can because she's still part of this team, and, she's for sure missed.
Yeah. Well, Coach, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Jay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Coach Piper Lindsay and the Trojanettes falling to Russell County tonight, 64-41, to drop to 9-15 of the season. Russell County improves to 18-5. Russell County led 19-10 at the end of the first quarter, 37-17 at halftime, 51-31 after 3. 64-41 is the final score. We'll come back and get set for the Trojans and the Lakers. It's Coach Warren Cunningham against former Barren County coach here one time, John Tinsley, who coached the Trojans to their only state tournament appearance back in 1999. We'll come back with a pregame report in a moment. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
I go to South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College because it's so close. I go
for the small class sizes.
I go because I can transfer my credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job. I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons. South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
Don't be fooled. These are the facts about Big O Tires in Glasgow and Bowling Green. Big O Tires offers not only the superior Big O brand tires, but also all major brands like Michelin, BF Goodrich, Goodyear, and more. Big O Tires guarantees the lowest tire prices. Want to talk about service? Shocks, struts, brakes, alignments, and more with Big O Tires exclusive Express Lane. Now those are the facts. And our Big O Tires are managed by hometowner Brent Ayers. Big O Tires, your one-stop tire and service centers. Brent Ayers and his crew, the team you trust in Glasgow and Bowling Green.
Sealing your ductwork is a sticky business. Let a professional handle the job, and Farmers RECC will cover the cost. In other words, it's free. Farmers RECC's tune-up program covers the cost for a certified technician to tune up your home's HVAC system. It's a free program to qualified members to make your home more efficient, which saves you big money over time. Contact us at farmersrecc.com to see if your home qualifies for the program. For the sticky jobs, let a professional do the work. Farmers RECC's tune-up program will cover the cost. Farmers RECC, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Is your schedule filled with errands like taking the kids to school, paying bills, grocery shopping, and so on? Some days it's hard to get to the bank. The People's Bank knows how busy your days are. That's why we offer convenience like a mobile banking app, online banking with free bill pay, and a network of ATMs that are surcharge free. So although we love seeing our customers in person, we offer several ways to bank with us when life just gets too busy. The People's Bank is working for you. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan assistant football coach Chad Perkins, and we are BC.
Back here courtside at Barren County High School. Jay Turner with Robert Bowers. We're about 15 minutes away from the Trojans and Lakers here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Trojans come in ranked third in the region. Lakers of Russell County rated number 6. Coach John Tinsley in his second year at Russell County. 14-7, coming off a 73-56 District 16 win over Metcalfe County on Friday night. And Barren County last Friday night defeating Hart County by a score of 68-42. The Trojans have won 9 in a row. They'll go for 10 in a row here tonight. And they're 21-4 coming into tonight's game. About a 7-point favorite on paper. And we'll see how everything goes. We don't have any individual stats on Russell County. We got some team stats, though, we can pass along to you. As our pregame report is brought to you by McDonald's. I am loving it. Russell County 6-0 in their district. Clinton County is the 2 seed, Metcalfe the 3, and Cumberland the 4 as of right now. I believe Metcalfe and Cumberland split, though, during the regular season, so that may be a coin toss to see who gets Russell and who gets Clinton in the first round of the 16th district tournament a week from Monday night when all that begins. Russell County shooting 48.2% from the field, 39% behind the arc. 68.5% from the free throw line. They average 27.6 rebounds a game. They're averaging 65.3 points a game, and their opponents averaging 55.6. The Trojans coming into the game tonight, shooting about 48% from the field, 32% behind the arc, 63% at the line, averaging 28 rebounds, and putting up about 65 points per ball game. Looking at Russell County last year, the Lakers defeated the Trojans 62-59 at Russell County, and the Lakers won the 16th district. They finished 16-10. You know, they've not had any losing records. You look back over the past several years, and, you know, they've been to the regional tournament several times and went to the region championship back in 2013. Barren County winning that year, 78-70, and Russell County finished 26-6. They've had some 20-plus win seasons, and, of course, 2 years ago, the Trojans and Lakers split with Russell County winning 79-70, and then Barren County winning in the 4th region tournament 68-59. That was 2 years ago. So you can go down the history of that, and Barren County's won, 5 out of the last 12 years, something like that.
We've had some really good games against
some close
Russell
games,
County.
too.
Yeah, and there was a few years ago, what was it, a 2 overtime game? It's been several years ago now, back in 09.
It was a 2 overtime.
Wow, the time passes quick, but we've had some pretty good games. Russell County's always a physical team. They don't have the coffee kid anymore. The coffee kid really caused some trouble for people because of his size. And Tinsley taking over. Is this Tinsley's second year?
Yes.
Is that right? took over for Willie Feldhaus, who's now at Male High School in Louisville. Willie, I think, is probably one of the most underrated coaches that we had in the region. And if I couldn't have Warren, and obviously I'm biased, I would have probably picked Willie to win me a game if I had to have a do-or-die game. I think he's that good of a coach. And obviously Tinsley, somebody we're familiar with, here for a long time, won our only regional title. It kind of took over a really good program. And a program we mentioned like their girls, who seems to always have athletic kids. Now, don't get me wrong. They've had some transfers that are pretty good. When you look at Cale Stotts coming in, probably now as a junior, he's played, seems like, 2 or 3 years there. And when you get transfers like that, we don't get transfers like that, but it helps. And when you put that with some pieces, they always have some big kids. You look out there at the kids that are going to play their post, got some nice size. So we'll have Gavin, he'll have a challenge. Jared will have a challenge, have to go in and beat and bang a little bit, can't stay around the perimeter. This is a good game for us. 2 games coming up are not really good tests for us necessarily. There should be games that we win by a bunch. This is always our last good test, it seems like, to get us really going for the regional tournament. I think it's very important that we play well tonight. Talk about those within the last 2 weeks. We've only played 2 games. So I thought the layoff was good for us against Glasgow and Hart County. We played 2 superb games. We've got to do that again tonight or we're going to get beat.
Talked about John Tinsley. Of course, he coached at Glasgow 2 separate times. He coached over there 2005 to 2008 and also 2012 to 2014. He's kind of been around a block. He came from Hancock County when he came here in 1996 and coached 2001. As you mentioned, won the only 4th region title here back in 1999. You can see the banner hanging up here in the gymnasium next to the scoreboard.
Coached at Edmondson for a while after that, too.
He was at Edmondson County, Grayson County, assistant coach over there.
Yeah.
Went to Owensboro as an assistant. So he's been around. And now making a stop at Russell County, where, of course, he went 16-10, won the 16th district championship last year, and now 14-7, and they're the favorites to win the 16th this year.
And you talk about, we kind of said the girls hadn't really played anybody. I didn't misspeak. They have played 1 team that's not in the 15th or the 16th district, and that was Greenwood, like one of the very first games. But out of their record, they've only played 11 out of their 21 games in the region. But they have played some of the upper tier schools, I think. Their 3 losses in region have come to Greenwood early, Franklin Simpson by 1, and then got beat by Bowling Green by 15. So they played some of the better teams in the region in Bowling Green and Franklin Simpson. Their only 2 wins, though, in region outside of their 6-0 record in their district is Glasgow and Monroe County. So they haven't beat anybody necessarily in the top 8 of our region. But they always get a good draw usually because they go in as winners, and they have the ability. They almost beat Warren Central last year. And they always give somebody a great first game. I said this year I don't feel like there's any easy draws. Maybe the loser of the 16th would be a draw that somebody would like to have, obviously. But other than that, there's really not any just show up and win games that anybody's going to have in the regional tournament this year.
They've lost 5 real close games. They lost to Greenwood by 6. They lost to Franklin Simpson by 1. Tate's Creek out of Lexington by 4. Southwestern by 2. And Casey County in overtime by 8. And like you mentioned, they've only played 11 of 21 in the 4th region. Is that right?
That's right. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we're 8 minutes away from tip-off here on senior night, as all the seniors have been introduced and recognized tonight. And we're going to come back with more pregame coverage brought to you by McDonald's in just a moment. First, we've got some games around the area going on. Only a few on the schedule on this Thursday night. Monroe County and Glasgow to finish up the district regular season. And at last report, Monroe County was leading Glasgow. That was after 3 in the girls' game. Let me go back to that and see. It was 51-45 Monroe after 3, so we have not got a final yet on the girls' game. Also, Franklin Simpson at South Warren, doubleheader.
71-28.
That was
South
the girls'
Warren
game.
Girls beat Franklin Simpson, yes.
And then Metcalf County's at Allen County, Scottsville for a girl-boy doubleheader. And Greenwood girls at Butler County tonight. So there is what's going on. A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. The schedule for tonight. And Allen County Scottsville beats Metcalf County in girls 70-62.
That's a pretty, pretty surprising score.
Of course, they only beat Greenwood by 7 the other night.
Yeah, that's a close game. Metcalf got blown out by Glasgow last night. Glover had 51 points, and that's exactly how many Glasgow had, or I'm sorry, how many Metcalf had. So very surprisingly close score there for Allen County. And that, what we need to do is our girls need to look at that and say, look, it's doable. You can go in there in a one-game series and beat anybody.
Right. Only takes one game. 6.5 away from tip-off. We'll come back, take a look at the starting lineups. Brought to you by South Central Bank. Smart enough to know you, big enough to help. It's the Trojans and Lakers in Game 2 of our doubleheader. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Sealing your ductwork is a sticky business. Let a professional handle the job, and Farmers RECC will cover the cost. In other words, it's free. Farmers RECC's tune-up program covers the cost for a certified technician to tune up your home's HVAC system. It's a free program to qualified members to make your home more efficient, which saves you big money over time. Contact us at farmersrecc.com to see if your home qualifies for the program. For the sticky jobs, let a professional do the work. Farmers RECC's tune-up program will cover the cost. Farmers RECC, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. For over 40 years, quality has paved the way at Scotty's Contracting. From driveways to highways, no job is too big or too small. Call 629-2112 for a free estimate from Scotty's Contracting. Just call 629-2112. Whether you need a freshly paved driveway, resurfacing, or any other changes to your current driveway, just call 629-2112. Scotty's Contracting can help add value to your home. Oh, and did I give you the number? Call 629-2112. Call Scotty's Contracting today, where quality paves the way.
There was one at the grocery this morning, standing right there in front of the frozen corn. Dangest thing.
If it seems like there's a Farm Bureau agent everywhere you go, it's because there is one in every county of the Commonwealth. So no matter where you are, you're never far from someone who can take care of all your insurance needs with the personal service you'd expect from someone who lives where you live. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Call me, Matt London, at the Reynolds Road office today, 678-3500.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan assistant coach Denny Brand. We are BC.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer back here at Barren County High. You're on senior night. Only one more home game remaining. That'll be Tuesday night against Metcalf County. It'll be homecoming. And looking forward to the Hornets. Didn't get to play them last year because we got snowed out. Hopefully we won't get snowed out this year. And then, of course, Metcalf County or Clinton County on the road next Thursday night. That was a game that we didn't get to play last year either.
I'm not sure where that winter storm advisory or whatever came from tonight, but hopefully that one passes over us. And the big one they're calling for over the weekend passes by us too. And we see a little bit of what Mr. Groundhog said would have happened in this early spring, but it doesn't look like that's coming down the pike right now.
Nope. Well, let's take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by South Central Bank. The Russell County Lakers under Coach John Tinsley. They'll start Cale Stotts, 6'1", 175 and a junior. By the way, don't have any individual stats on the guys for Russell County either. They're not online, and we were not able to get them. Caleb Crawley, a 6'1", 165-pound senior. Eddie Murphy, 5'8", 175 and a senior. Isaiah Bennett, 6'6", 170, a senior. And the other starter is Brayton Scales, 5'8", 160 and a sophomore. So they will start three seniors, a junior, and a sophomore in the starting lineup for the Russell County Lakers. Barren County Trojans under 8th-year head coach Warren Cunningham, as assistant coaches Matt Gardner, Lee Johnson, Jared Browning, Nick Mabe, 6', 155 and a senior, averaging 15 points a game. Wade Coomer, 6'3", 187 a senior, averaging 18 points a game. Gavin Driver, 6'7", 183 a senior, averaging 16. Billy Jackson, 5'11", 181 a senior, averaging 4. And Mason Perkins will start tonight, the other senior. 5 seniors on this Trojan team. 5'11", 168 and a senior, averaging 2.5 points a game for Barren County.
Somewhat odd that you have 5 seniors on both teams. It's a long journey to make it to your senior year playing any sport almost anymore, but especially basketball, where you have such a smaller number of kids overall playing a varsity sport. So it's neat to see that many both ways, boys and girls.
Yep. And again, tomorrow night we'll be at Cumberland County. The girls' game will start at 6, and the boys' game to follow. And then Tuesday night here against Metcalfe County, next Thursday night at Clinton, and then we'll start the 15th District Tournament, which will have all of it on the air for you from Allen County, Scottsville, beginning a week from Monday night, 6 o'clock. Be the girls' doubleheader with the Trojanettes taking down the Lady Patriots. And then the Lady Falcons and the Lady Scotties in Game 2. And then on Tuesday night, be the boys' doubleheader with the Trojans and Patriots in Game 1. And then Monroe County and Glasgow in Game 2. We'll be on the air at 5:45 each night, Monday and Tuesday, bring you both those games. And then 2 weeks from tonight will be the girls' 15th District Championship at 7. And then Friday the 26th, 2 weeks from tomorrow night, the boys' 15th District Final. It's hard to believe it's already here. The basketball season goes through quite rapidly, despite the fact we've had games canceled and rescheduled and postponed, and especially over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're 5/8 of the way through the school year.
And I guess fortunately we only had one canceled altogether, and that was the Greenwood game.
That's right. It's not very many times. When you look at the records, our record when we played 25 games, you saw the other night with the team we played, Hart County. I don't think they've even played 20 games total yet on the boys and girls side. But for us to play 25 is a pretty good number, even though we haven't played very many this last couple of few days.
That's right. Mark Curry, Doug Todd, Chris Sweeney are officials for tonight's boys game. The official sponsor, Whitlow Family Vision Centers. If you're having trouble with your eyesight, call Whitlow Family Vision Centers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Barren County High School Gymnasium. High school men's basketball action. Our game this evening is between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Russell County Lakers, and the home team on the scoreboard, the very old Barren County Trojans. And now we see the starters for the Lakers. Starting in one guard, number 3, Eddie Murphy. Starting in one guard, number 22, Brayton Scale. Starting in one guard, number 23, Carol Scott. Starting in one guard, number 24, Lee Crowley. And starting in center, number 32, Isaiah Bennett. And now introducing the starters for Barren.
And it would be very difficult, obviously, to go through that undefeated. But we have done our job. We have won the games that we're supposed to win, and we have a very nice record. But we don't want that to be all. And part of that starts with competing and doing well tonight to continue with that good record, but also doing what we need to do to hopefully compete for the district and regional titles.
Russell County in red uniforms, navy blue numbers and letters, allied in white. The Trojans in their home white. Trojans across the front of their jerseys, burgundy with gold trim. Wade Coomer in the jump circle for Barren County. He'll go up against Isaiah Bennett. Got Bennett listed at 6'6". I'm not sure if he's that tall.
Maybe
if he's 6'6", then Wade's about 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, 6'6" is generous.
Chris Sweeney tosses it up, and Russell County's going to control it. Caleb Crawley. And time is called to get Billy Jackson out of the ball game. Of course, he's playing with a knee injury, and hopefully he'll be able to get back 100% by district tournament time.
That's the plan.
Going to need him.
Yeah, he was injured during the Hart County game. Didn't necessarily realize the extent of it, but he's out, and hopefully he'll be back the first game of the district tournament.
So Jared Coomer, who normally starts, got a traveling violation here on Eddie Murphy. Jared Coomer, 6'7", 170, a sophomore, averaging 8 points a game. So we have Mason Perkins, Nick Mabe, Wade Coomer, Gavin Driver, Jared Coomer for the Trojans. And they're going to have a chaser on Wade Coomer. Knowing John Tinsley, he likes to throw a lot of junk at you. And here's a pass that Wade Coomer throws around over to Perkins. He was laying flat on the floor. It came right to him. Here's Driver working to the basket, puts it up, and rolls it in.
The part about that, you absolutely expect it from John Tinsley to throw some junk defense at you. Anything normal would not be expected, but we have too many good players for that to work tonight.
Driving in the lane, they kick it off the left side. 3 ball to the air. That is no good. Battle for the rebound. Put back up and in by Bennett.
We cannot let them have offensive rebounds, especially when we have 2 players in front of him. He just jumps over us and goes and gets it.
2-2 the score. We play just over a minute here in the opening quarter. Nick Mabe with the basketball. Goes left side to Perkins. Gets a screen from Driver. Pulls up on the 15-footer. That's no good. And the rebound taken off to Russell County. It's Cale Stotts with the basketball. Stops and pops. 3 straight away. Good. He was in between the circles. 5-2 Russell County. Nick Mabe with it for the Trojans. Sends it off right side over to Perkins. Fakes, drives, cut off. Goes back out to Wade Coomer. He drives, slashes to the basket, throws it up, and in off the window.
Drew some contact, fell to the floor, but made the shot.
Quickly down the floor, Eddie Murphy to the basket, puts it up and in.
Murphy's a nice point guard for them. Controls the game really well and gets it up down the floor.
7-4, Russell County with the lead. Barren County's Mason Perkins goes down to Driver, and he puts it up and in, and a foul on Bennett. And so Gavin Driver will head to the free throw line. Chance to make an old-fashioned 3-point play. Here's a final score just in. Monroe County Lady Falcons defeat the Glasgow Lady Scotties tonight, 70-65. On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, free throw good for Gavin Driver. 7-7 the score, 6:05 to play here in the opening quarter. Cale Stotts with the basketball, or rather Eddie Murphy, that is, for Russell County. He'll leave it out with Stotts. He wants to drive, steps back, shoots the 3, straight away off the top of the key, and they give him 2 on that one. His foot was on the line.
Well, if you haven't figured it out already, Stotts is a very nice player, an addition that they got from another school transfer, but makes a big, big difference on their basketball team.
Yeah. Transferred from Adair County. And here's Wade Coomer. Wow, what a shot. He got knocked to the floor and no whistle.
Push after the play.
And on the other end, here's a shot going up and in. Let's see if they count it. Got a foul called. Yeah, the basket's going to count. And the foul on Nick Mabe, his first, team's first. And Murphy gets the bucket to make it 11-9 Russell County. Murphy puts it up in the air, and it's no good. Battle for the rebound comes in the hands of Jared Coomer. And here comes Mabe pushing it in front court, driving to the basket, puts it up short, tried to draw the foul, didn't get it. Eddie Murphy up court, Stotts lays it up, collision on the other end. And we're going to have a blocking foul of the Trojans.
Too far underneath the goal is the only thing we can say about that one because he was set.
They're going to put it on Wade Coomer. That is his first, team second. And Cale Stotts will be at the free throw line. And I believe Gavin's got a cut on his left hand here. Free throw is up, and it's good for Stotts.
Entering the Trojan lineup, number 3, Branson London.
He'll have one more.
That was the reason the official gave, too far underneath the rim, and we don't have a circle in high school basketball.
Stotts gets the second. 13-9, Russell County, 5:10 to play here in the first period. Nick Mabe with the basketball for the Trojans. Sends it left side to Branson London, who had it smacked out of his hands. Turnover by Barren. Eddie Murphy driving the basket, puts it up and in. And then what are they going to call this one? They'll call this one a charge.
The same similar call, and I thought they were going to actually let it go with a no call, but they wiped the bucket away, charge on Wade, and that's a big call in the game because either Wade goes to the bench with 2 or continues to play if it's a charge with only 1 foul. And obviously Wade's somebody we need on the floor. This is already, when you look at the scores, there's already a ton of points on each side, and we haven't even played. Really, there's in some cases a quarter worth of points, and we haven't even played half of one yet.
John Tinsley talking with official Chris Sweeney about that call.
Yeah, and the game will be physical, yes, but the game will also have a lot of extra energy in it because John will bring that to the game just because of the situation and coming back here. He obviously wants to have a good showing and win the game.
Yeah. They got Brayton Scales staying with Wade Coomer everywhere he goes. Doing a little jawing out there. I guess I've already seen it.
Yeah, we can't, think about it. 2 games left, you do something crazy and get ejected, you're not in the district tournament, at least the first game of it. So we got to be smart and just understand that's part of the game right now.
Jared Coomer throws it away across court. Tyler Mosby checks into the Trojan lineup. 6 foot 190, a sophomore.
And what you cannot underestimate is Billy's absence. Billy is what I think is an integral part of what a lot of teams need because he's the energy and he is used to playing with this group out there. And Branson and Mason are used to kind of just coming in and filling spots. So his absence is going to be felt a little bit more than maybe people realize because the points aren't there. And we're in a 3-2 zone, and Tinsley's trying to pull it out and run a lot of clock off, but we finally play now.
Crawley with it out front for Russell County. Goes back to the left side to Scales. He'll throw it to Eddie Murphy. Murphy on the left wing. Back out now to Stotts. Stotts on the dribble. Goes left side. Murphy for a 3. Good.
3-point basket, Murphy.
Murphy and Stotts have the majority of their points. Bennett only has the 1 field goal. They've got the other 14.
16-9. Mosby turns into Murphy. Now gets rid of it to Jared Coomer. He drives toward the basket, puts it up and in.
That's the key right there for us tonight is for Jared to have a big role on the offensive end.
16-11. Gavin Driver's got his left wrist bandaged up now, and he's ready to go back in. 3:24 left to play here in the first as Russell County starts the play to the right side to Stotts. Stotts looking, goes down to the corner to Bennett. Bennett feeds it back out to Scales. Scales back out to Murphy. They'll go left side corner to Stotts. He drives the baseline. Throws it back out now to Scales around the perimeter. Here's Stotts with it, driving. Dumps it back over to Scales for the 3 ball. It's short, missed everything. Underneath the basket was Mosby to get it for Barren.
Much rather have him shoot than Stotts, clearly. Good job making him give it up.
Branson London for a 3. It's off the mark. And rebound to Stotts for Russell County. Stotts on the dribble to the right. In the corner to Scales. Back out to Stotts. Long 3. Short. Long rebound to Mabe.
No numbers, but he's
Mabe racing to the basket. Had it stripped loose out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Trojans with 2:31 remaining here in the first quarter. Jared Coomer is going to check out. Gavin Driver back in the ball game for Coach Warren Cunningham.
It shows you what kind of athletic ability he had. He had 4 Russell County Lakers back, and he just accelerated through and made it essentially a one-on-one play.
In for Russell County's number 4, Mason Miller, 5'9", 140, and a sophomore. Ball comes into Driver. He'll give it out to Mabe. Now they got Miller guarding Wade Coomer. Here's London, right side to Mosby. He dropped it, had to give it back to London. Around it goes to Mabe. Now back to London. Baseline is Mosby. Goes baseline and whistle, and I'm going to call a charging foul on him for running into Bennett.
Yep, that was the right call. He's going to be asked to play a bigger role, too, and he's seen his minutes increase, but they're definitely going to increase a lot more with Billy not being in there.
2:13 left to play here in the first quarter. Barren County trailing Russell County 16-11. Eddie Murphy on the near side out front. Gives it off to Crawley over the right side now. Ball poked away out of bounds by Wade Coomer. It will stay with the Lakers.
stayed exclusively 3-2 for the majority of this first quarter. Got to pay special attention to where a few people are out there, Murphy and Stotts especially.
Murphy here on the near side. Sends it out to Crawley. Back to Murphy. Going to fire a long, high-arching three that rattles out. Rebound, put back up. No good for Stotts. Tapped out to London. Trojans have it the other way. He'll give it down to Gavin Driver. Bounce pass off to Mabe. Free throw line shot good. 16-13. That's Mabe's first 2 points of the ball game. Minute 25 left to go here in the first quarter. Crawley almost had it taken away by Mabe. Lobs it back over to Murphy. They go left side to Stotts. He fakes. He drives. Goes in the lane. Wraparound pass in there to Bennett. He puts it up and no good. Rebound by London. Outlet pass to Mabe. Wade Coomer went to the floor pretty hard there, slowly getting back down. Mabe's got it out front now with a minute to play here in the first period. Got Miller guarding Wade Coomer. And we got a whistle and a holding foul.
Comes away
Miller
from the
hanging
ball.
on to Wade Coomer there. His first, team's third. Jared Coomer will check back into the Trojan lineup. And he'll replace Tyler Mosby.
You've seen Wade try to take 3 charges tonight. Another thing with Billy not being in there, he's the main guy taking those charges and getting some turnovers and the ball back for us.
Branson London. And a bad pass picked off by Stotts. He tried to hook it back in the corner to Mabe. Stotts, 45 seconds to play here in the first, out near midcourt. 16-13, Russell County. And Trojans stay in that zone, that 3-2 zone.
These are all, honestly, just mind games is what he tries to do with the defense and then pulling it out, not really playing. He's playing more for a last-second shot here than he was earlier in the quarter where he was just trying to get us out of the 2-3, but Warren not giving in and staying back in the defense.
Murphy here on the near side with 12 seconds to play. Murphy working around out front, crossover dribble, splits the defender. Oh, I should be on a charging foul. London taking the charge on that one. Eddie Murphy commits his second. That's the team's fourth.
And that wasn't easy to do. That was just Branson staying in a good legal guarding position and sliding his feet and being right there to get basically just knocked over.
Murphy will sit down and Scales back in to replace him. 5 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Ball will roll in. Nick Mabe will pick it up. And he'll take it left side. Drives the basket, puts it up and in.
It didn't start the clock, but we got a break anyway. We would have scored within 5 seconds no matter what.
So after one, it's Russell County 16, Barren County 15. We'll come back with the second quarter after this timeout. You're following Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Hi, Tom Bodette. Somewhat in knots over this trendy new hairstyle called a man bun. I mean, what's next? The He Hive? Well, Motel 6 recently got a new updo of sorts too, with renovations nationwide. And even with our fresh modern look, you'll still find rooms at the lowest price of any national chain. So you can save up enough money to get yourself a haircut or maybe a hat. I'm Tom Bodette, and we'll leave the light on for you. Book direct at motel6.com.
Okay, guys, she's dropped all the hints, given you the clues. All you gotta do is get to the jewelry store at Macy's and make this a Valentine's Day to remember. She loves jewelry. Necklaces, bracelets, rings, pendants. She loves to be dazzled with diamonds, sapphires, rubies, pearls, emeralds. And here's a hint from us. She'll love a pair of stunning True Miracle diamond earrings. Trust us on this one. Find the perfect gift for your Valentine right now at the jewelry store at Macy's.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan assistant football coach Nathan Peters, and we are BC.
Jay Turner with Robert Bowers. We start the second period. Brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, your maintenance hardware specialist. And yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. Trojans were 7 of 10 that first quarter. Russell County 6 of 12. Both teams had 5 rebounds. Trojans had 5 turnovers. Russell County had 2. They throw out that chaser again on Wade Coomer. They got Scales on him. Here's London for 3. Rattles and stays.
3-point basket.
That was one of the big differences in the first quarter. They hit 3, we hit none from deep.
The Trojans take an 18-16 lead, 30 seconds into the second quarter. Here's Crawley with the basketball on the left side. Picks up his dribble. Now going to have to motion for Eddie Murphy to come back out. Murphy back in the game now with 2, yeah.
Okay.
Now Murphy directing traffic. He'll give it back off to Crawley. Trying to penetrate, jump pass back out to Murphy. 3 in the air. Is bouncing off. Wade Coomer the rebound for the Trojans. Coomer brings it in front court, sends it off to Nick Mabe to set up. Mabe now trying to get the offense set up. They go into Jared Coomer. He's double teamed, had it smacked out of his hands, loose on the floor, scramble. And Russell County will get it on the alternating possession.
Got to be strong with the basketball. You know what the play is. You know you're getting the ball there at the high post and looking to feed Gavin. Got to complete the play to be able to score, though.
6:52 to play here in the first half. Russell County's Eddie Murphy will bring it up.
If we get a third foul on him, I think that would be ginormous.
Got to watch for Stotts. He's over there on the right side. They go into Crawley. He goes to the basket, puts it in.
We can't have lapses, though, and let those others score, especially in a situation like that where he's wide open.
Nick Mabe out to London. Drives. Leaves it in the corner with Driver. He'll throw it back out to London, the right wing. London's open. 18-footer. Rims out. Ball tipped away, and it comes in the hands of Eddie Murphy. Racing, pulls up. Free throw line shot. In and out. Rebound to Wade Coomer for the Trojans. Coomer on the dribble. Driving to the right side. Now double team. Gives to Driver. Turnaround 12-footer. And no good. Rebound taken by Stotts for Russell County.
Not a lot of second looks either.
He'll throw it off the left corner to Scales. Scales bounces back out there to Crawley. He'll throw it back around over to Stotts. Stotts will back away in the dribble to set it up. He wants a screen right there. And now he'll dribble off to the near side as Bennett comes out to apply a screen. He'll pull up with a three-pointer straight away. That's no good. Rebound put back up and in by Bennett.
And then you look at them. That's at least their second bucket that we've given them. Wide open underneath the goal. It falls in your lap, and you put it right off the window for a second chance opportunity to go back up by 2.
5:20 to play in the first half. Here's Wade Coomer with a 3. It's no good. Almost went in. Rebound taken off by Bennett.
Tough shot off a curl cut.
Stotts driving to the basket, putting it up and in, and draws a foul.
Got to make a defensive adjustment. That cannot happen. Just drove right through the lane. Put a little English off the glass.
Driver commits his first. That's the 4th one on the Trojans here in the first half. Mason Perkins back in for Jared Coomer for the Trojans. And it's Stotts at the line. He's 2 for 2 already. Puts it up, and it's no good. Nick Mabe fighting for the rebound, but it's taken in there by Crawley. Back to Stotts for 3. It's good.
Another second chance point. Our guy on the bottom didn't even put a body on somebody to block him out.
And they're on a 9-0 run here. And Perkins can't handle the pass, and here comes Russell County again. Perkins breaks up the pass, saves it in bounds, and Wade Coomer's got it for the Trojans. Run it back the other way, and here's Scales going to be called for the foul. And that will be his first, team's 5th.
I really feel like, in my opinion, there's some guys that just aren't ready to play tonight. Not sure if that's the layoff that we had, which really hasn't been that bad, but or their unfamiliarity with how good Russell County is, and what a competition this would be tonight, especially if we had some guys not show up down 7 right now.
Well, I knew we would have to play really well against this Russell County team. They're pretty good. Yep. Here's Wade Coomer, long 3, banked it in for a People's Bank shot from the left wing. And Wade Coomer with his 7th point of the night is 25-21. Russell County with a 4-point lead. Stotts with it on the near side, back out to Murphy. Murphy will send it right side over to Scales. Scales back out straight away to Murphy. Murphy on the dribble, back over the left side. Here's Stotts, baseline jumper, good.
He's smooth. That jump shot is almost automatic when he gets in rhythm.
He's got 14 already. Here's Mason Perkins, top of the key, lets it fly. It's off the mark. And rebound, out of bounds. We're going to have a foul. And it's going to be charged, too. They can put it on Scales, his second. Team 6. It's Barren County's basketball underneath. And now back in for the Lakers is number 4, Mason Miller. He'll replace Scales. 3:47 to play here in the first half. We got a foul. Somebody was holding. And let's see. It's going to be on Miller. His second, who's holding Wade Coomer.
Let's go get a timeout here. I know Warren has been tempted to call a timeout a few times, but hadn't pulled the trigger. And I think a lot of it is he's letting these kids that are kind of in new roles. Most of them have seen minutes, but they're in a different role, in a different capacity. Figure things out. And there's been a lot of times where we haven't necessarily ran the set the right way. We haven't been in the right spots. We haven't gotten the blockouts that we need. There's just a lot of little things that we don't describe on the radio that we're not doing very well right now that get you beat in situations like a first round of the district tournament.
We're going to have to play better than this if we make it very far in the tournament.
But you're not doing it either against a team. You're not doing it against a team that is not very good either. You're doing it against a good team. So
free throw, no good for Wade Coomer. On the front end of the 1-and-1, Russell County with the basketball with 3:40 to play here in the first half. 6-point Russell County lead. Crawley with the basketball. Now Crawley was a transfer from Cumberland County. You got Stotts, who transferred from Adair. You got Murphy, who transferred out of Louisville.
They get a transfer on the bench that's not even eligible. He's a good-looking kid.
It sounds like a college team, doesn't it?
I know. He's a good-looking kid that would contribute, but he never was eligible.
Stotts with it on the near side. He'll dribble off the double screen out top. And they'll try to work it in there. Diving for the loose ball, but comes back out to Murphy in the right wing for 3. It's no good. Gavin Driver with a rebound. Off to Nick Mabe. Mabe has it stripped loose. Another turnover. Here comes Stotts to the basket. Had it swiped away. We've got a foul call. And this will be on Mason Perkins, his first. That'll be Barren County's 5th of the half. And they're going to put Cale Stotts at the line where he's 2 out of 3. 2 shots. First one is up, and it is good. 15 for Stotts. Branson London checks back in the ball game. We've got Will Bandy in the game now for the Trojans. 6'5", 190, an 8th grader. Free throw is good for Stotts.
Hey, I like it. I like throwing that 8th grader in there. It shows everybody else that if you're not doing what you're supposed to, you're not playing. And right now we've got kids that aren't rebounding and aren't playing defense, and we'll see, give somebody else a chance.
Here's Bandy with it. Throws up the shot. It's no good. Off the left side of the rim.
Hey, at least he ran the play right. We had some kids not do that tonight right either.
So Eddie Murphy will walk it up the court. 2:27 to play in the first half, with the Trojans trailing 29-21. So right now we've got Branson London, Wade Coomer, Mason Perkins, Gavin Driver, and Will Bandy on the court. Here's Murphy. Bouncing the ball against the floor as Trojans 1-2-2 zone. Got London out on the top. Down to 2 minutes to play.
Makes the game a lot shorter when you do this, but it's all tactics. We're okay with letting them dribble the air out of it. Even when we're down 8, that's not an insurmountable margin by any means.
Now Murphy starts his move. Gives it off to Crawley. Crawley now looking. Picks up his dribble, goes down in the corner now. Back out to Crawley.
Oh, we're getting Stott's wide open there in the middle.
Stott's inside, underneath, ball's loose. Wade Coomer with it, gets rid of the basketball to Perkins. And here's Branson London with it. He'll give it back off to Wade Coomer. Right side is Perkins. In the corner, Driver. Feeds to Bandy. Turns, throws it up. It's no good. And a rebound taken by Bennett for Russell County with 1:04 to play. Here in the first half, they're leading 29-21.
One of the things we kind of haven't really even mentioned, we're not making shots right now either. Was it only 2 field goals this quarter? Is that right?
Yep. Crawley throws it out to Murphy on the left side. 50 seconds to play.
Played that whole second quarter with 2 fouls and hadn't even been in a situation to pick up the third, I don't think.
And both our field goals have been 3-pointers in the second quarter. 39 seconds. Here's Murphy. He'll kick it off to the left corner for a 3, and it is no good. And an offensive rebound by Bennett. It's tipped away by London and out of bounds. It'll stay with Russell County with 28.9.
We don't have any foul trouble at all. We're not even in the penalty. We only have 5 team fouls, and they're all spread out 1 apiece.
Yeah. Murphy with 2 for Russell County. Crawley with the basketball. Nick May back on the floor.
We're actually in the bonus, but we've only shot 1 free throw the whole game. Russell County shot 6.
Yep. Down to 10 seconds. Here is Crawley. Crawley working. Now goes left side with it to Miller. Back out to Stotts. Stotts will pull up 3 in the air. Rattles out at the horn, and that will end the first half with Russell County leading 29-21 over the Trojans as they outscore Barren County 13-6 in that second period of play. We'll come back with a halftime report brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. You're following Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Hi, Tom Bodette. Somewhat in knots over this trendy new hairstyle called a man bun. I mean, what's next? The he hive? Well, Motel 6 recently got a new updo of sorts too, with renovations nationwide. And even with our fresh modern look, you'll still find rooms at the lowest price of any national chain. So you can save up enough money to get yourself a haircut or maybe a hat. I'm Tom Bodette, and we'll leave the light on for you. Book direct at motel6.com.
Okay, guys, she's dropped all the hints, given you the clues. All you've got to do is get to the jewelry store at Macy's and make this a Valentine's Day to remember. She loves jewelry. Necklaces, bracelets, rings, pendants. She loves to be dazzled with diamonds, sapphires, rubies, pearls, emeralds. And here's a hint from us. She'll love a pair of stunning True Miracle diamond earrings. Trust us on this one. Find the perfect gift for your Valentine right now at the jewelry store at Macy's.
South Central Bank is a locally owned bank that cares about you and our community, too.
Working with South Central Bank has been a great experience for us because they are a locally owned bank.
They have been very responsive to what we need. I see the people that I know from the bank out in the community. They come to our business, we come to theirs.
So they understand our business and our needs.
They have been very good and tried hard to keep our business.
South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. Member FDIC.
Your parents have protected you throughout your life.
No, listen.
What?
You guys please, stop.
scores on the offensive end. 4 assists, 7 for the Trojans in the first half with 2 steals. And Barren County led in scoring by Wade Coomer. He's got 7. He was 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 behind the arc. 5 points for Gavin Driver, all those coming in the first period. 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 at the free throw line. A couple of field goals for Nick Mabe in that first quarter. 3-pointer for Branson London. 2 points for Jared Coomer. Mason Perkins started the ball game, failed to score. Tyler Mosby and Will Bandy saw action but failed to score in the first half. Trojans held only 2 baskets in that second quarter, and both of those from long range. One of those by Wade Coomer that banked in, and Branson London hit the other 3-point shot. Trojans trailed at the end of the first quarter 16-15, got outscored in the second 13-6.
Yeah, we had 2 shots. One banked and one rimmed all the way around, hit the glass, and then fell back in. So we were anything but pure there in the second quarter. They, you said, outscored us by 7. They made 2 more field goals, both of them threes there in the first half, and that's the difference as we're down 8. We've not played very well. But, you know, turned it over 7 times. That's maybe a little too many, but I just don't feel like we're in a very good flow. We don't have a lot of energy. And I said we're going to miss Billy more than people think. I go back to that because, you know, when we're without energy, Billy sometimes is the one diving on the floor. And we've had kids do that tonight, but he's the one that really gets things done and seems to pick us up. But, you know, Warren's not a guy who gets really been out of shape a lot. But tonight he's frustrated with his kids, and he's not one to get up in your face and yell. But I'd say there was some paint peeling going on in the locker room, just some frustration from what we know these kids can do. And we don't want to, you know, get on anybody specifically, but there's certain kids out there that we know have the ability that just aren't getting the job done right now. And that's evident. I'm not saying Bandy doesn't have talent. He does, and he's going to be a good player. But, you know, he's not a kid that we put in a game right now if everybody's doing their job.
Right.
And that right now is a message, hopefully, to the rest of the kids that we can come out and play a better second half and win a game against a top 5 team in the region that'll be looked at around the region with not a lot of games going on. You do have a lot of people here, but the next 2 games aren't really any competition. Now, that's not saying we're going to show up and win. We should, but this is a game more so that gets you ready for what you're going to see in the next 3 or 4 weeks than will the next 2 games next week.
That's right. Foul situation, Eddie Murphy had 2 for Russell County. So did Mason Miller and Brayton Scales. And 1 on Isaiah Bennett for Barren County in the first half. 1 each on Nick Mabe, Wade Coomer, Gavin Driver, Mason Perkins, and Tyler Mosby. We'll take a break, come back, get ready for the second half, third quarter. Here in a moment, the Trojans trailing Russell County 29-21. If you missed the girls' game, it was Russell County winning over Barren County tonight 64-41. Of course, tomorrow night we'll be on the road at Cumberland County. Girls' game will start at 6 with the boys' game to follow. We'll be out there at 5:45 tomorrow night from Burkesville. Back after this break, this is Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Let me get a McPick 2. Listen up. McDonald's McPick 2 menu has a fresh new look. Now choose any 2 hot and tasty classics for just $5.
Mix and match, share and savor. Name your flavor.
Pick any 2 iconic tastes. A Big Mac made with 100% beef, flaky filet of fish, seared on the grill quarter pounder with cheese, or crispy 10-piece chicken McNuggets for just $5. Grab a friend today and pick your faves.
Let me get a McPick 2.
Prices of participation may vary. For a limited time, price of single item posted on menu board.
Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home has been assisting families in this area since 1899. We continually look for new and better ways to serve the families of this area while maintaining the traditional values that have always been upheld. We are honored to provide assistance to families choosing cremation instead of burial and to those who wish to arrange other non-traditional services. Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home in Glasgow. Here when you need us.
Citizens First Mobile Banking makes your nearest branch as close as your mobile phone. It's easier than ever to access your accounts, check your balances, review transactions, and make transfers. You can even pay bills, and now you can deposit a check right from your smartphone, anytime, anywhere. If your phone is ever lost or stolen, your mobile banking tools are safely locked behind strong security. Just visit citizensfirstbank.com and learn how to take care of your accounts on the go. Mobile banking with Citizens First, wherever you are, whenever you need it.
Approval required for mobile deposit. Visit your Citizens First branch for details. Member FDIC.
I've been told that getting me to be quiet is like trying to get the hydraulics on your tractor to work after you put water in them. It's just not going to work. This is Whitney at Big Metal Oil Company, and I guess you know, talking is one of my favorite things to do. Another favorite of mine is helping people save money. Come by Big Metal Oil on 219 Industrial Drive in Glasgow and learn how we can save you money. Cold weather is here, so you know we're going to have coffee, and as always, four-legged door greeters. While here, ask for a tour and see all that we have to offer. Come by or call today at 270-651-5212.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Amanda Wright, Barren County Board of Education member. We are BC.
29-21, Russell County leads Barren County as we get ready to start the third quarter. Brought to you by Glass Aggregates. Same name serving this community for over a quarter of a century. And on the Coca-Cola scoreboard, after one period of play, it's Glasgow leading Monroe County 15-13. Of course, both those teams will play in the first round of the 15th District Tournament coming up week after next.
Yeah. Fun next couple of weeks, hopefully. It all goes according to plan. There's not very much margin of error when you really think about the way we set the tournament up, and then even the regional tournament ends the night right before the girls. Well, it used to end right before the girls played at Diddle, but you kind of don't have very much time as the girls don't play at Diddle anymore. But still, hope all the weather cooperates, and even our games next week. This game, if I were to pick a game, though, and think about over the season what game this reminds me a whole lot, I almost look at Franklin Simpson. Against a good team, we just didn't really play that well. Part of it was they didn't show up. Part of it was they're a good team. But hopefully we have much better second half here than we did against Franklin.
Yep. Trojans moving to the left side of your radio dial here in the second half. Nick Mabe's got it to the right side, back out to Wade Coomer. He'll lob it to Nick Mabe. He'll put it up, and it rolls in. I thought it was going to come off that rim there, but
that's the play we usually
spin down.
Usually run for Gavin. Ran it that time to start the half for Nick.
They try to force it in. Here's Nick Mabe at the other end. Layup good. Good way to start the second half. Timeout by John Tinsley and the Russell County Lakers as the Trojans cut the lead to 4 at 29-25 with 28 seconds gone here in the third quarter.
Couldn't ask for a better opening 28 seconds. You run and execute a play to perfection and then force a nice turnover and actually throw it ahead for what was an easy layup. That really quickly cuts down an 8-point halftime lead in half. See a little energy, though. That's what we didn't see the first half. Hopefully there's some carryover.
Russell County's basketball as Eddie Murphy will bring it up. Barren County man-to-man defense. Murphy against Nick Mabe. Still on the dribble. Gets a screen from Crawley. Drives the basket. He'll go up against Driver and a foul. And on Gavin, that's his second. Team's first in the second half. Eddie Murphy 0 for 1 at the line. Free throw is good. Gives him point number 8. 30-25, Russell County. Second shot in the air for Murphy's good again. 31-25, Lakers lead it by 6. Wade Coomer with the basketball for the Trojans. Right side over to Mabe. Gets a screen from Jared Coomer. Pulls up, 17-footer. Good. 10 points for Nick Mabe. He's got all 3 baskets for the Trojans to start the second half. Leads 31-27 for Russell County. Eddie Murphy with it out front for the Lakers. Bounces in there. Is almost knocked away. It is almost stolen again. Nick Mabe down on the floor along with Jared Coomer making a dive for the loose ball. It'll stay with Russell County.
More active. We got to get some movement on our defense. Hands out. Get some traps and force them into situations where they maybe not want to play.
Here's Crawley dumping it back around the perimeter. It's Kyle Stotts who forces up the shot. It's no good. Rebound Bennett back up, no good. Ball slapped out. And Russell County regains control here. Scales over to Stotts. Stotts drives, pulls up, gives it off to Bennett. Back out to Scales. And now here's Caleb Crawley. Jump pass back to the right side. Scales for three. Short. Rebound to Crawley. He'll throw it back up, and it rolls off the rim. Battle for the rebound. Bennett puts it back up and in.
There was so many I lost count. Was that 5 opportunities that time?
At least 5.
That's prime example of reverting back to the first half after a good opening, about a minute and 45 seconds.
Perkins with it, drives, pulls up, gives it out to Jared Coomer. He'll throw it back out to Mabe. Mabe gets a screen from Wade Coomer, goes right side with it, kicks it back out to Wade. Over the left side, Perkins with a three. It's off the mark. Long rebound, slapped back up high in the air. And Wade Coomer with a jump pass that came back in the back court. Mabe in traffic, good!
Good effort on the offensive end. We got to carry it over to the defensive end, and I'm not sure that play was completely legal. Even though his feet weren't on the ground, we still were the cause that it went back across the floor. But we'll take it and then call it a good play and see if we can get a stop on the defensive end.
12 points for Nick Mabe, all 4 field goals here in the third. 33-29, Russell County, 5:10 to play in the third period. Here's Crawley, slipped away by, I don't know who got a hand on it, either Perkins or Mabe there.
I was completely blocked out.
And Branson London checks into the Trojan lineup for Jared Coomer. 5:05 left to go, third quarter. Murphy to toss it in, right baseline. He's looking, gets it out to Crawley. Crawley drives down the lane, bounce pass intended for Bennett. It goes out of bounds.
Key to winning the basketball game is to make other people besides Cale Stotts try to make plays. You keep the ball out of his hands. I think the others, maybe take Eddie Murphy out of that equation, have hard time making plays and really scoring unless it falls right in their lap.
Nick Mabe with it, long range right. Pulls up, can't shoot, gives to London. Goes into Gavin Driver, spin move in the lane, shot, no good. Rebound to Bennett for Russell County, outlet pass comes to Crawley. He'll take it down to the top of the key, and he'll back out, goes back to the top of the key, bounce pass over to Stotts. Stotts drives, Lehner is no good, and an offensive foul on Stotts. He leaned into Branson London, and on Stotts, his first, team's first of the second half.
Foul on number 23, Cale Stotts. That's his first, team first.
Jared Coomer will return to the Trojan lineup.
Number 12, Coomer.
Barren County's basketball. Wade Coomer will bring it up. (33-29). Trojans down by 4. London with it, long range left. Gives it Jared Coomer, baseline. Going to the basket. He'll kick it back out. We got a whistle and a foul. And let's see. This one will be on Crawley, his first, team's second.
Number 24, Caleb Crawley. That's his first, team's second.
Comes into Driver, left corner, out to Mabe. Mabe now fires it down inside, and Driver puts it up and in.
Super pass, but that Gavin's credit, too, for being in the right spot to score.
Trojans down 2, 33-31. We're down by 8 at the end of the half. Eddie Murphy with a basketball for Russell County. On the left side, gets a screen from Crawley. He'll give it off to Crawley on the left side. Down to the corner to Stotts. Tries to go baseline. Kicks it back out to Murphy. Over the left side, Crawley from the left wing three. That's no good. Tipped up in the air. And Wade Coomer down on the floor. Gets rid of the basketball to Driver. Nice hustle by Wade.
Absolutely.
Gives it off to Nick Mabe. Mabe, bounce pass into Driver to the basket. Puts it in. And one.
Welcome to the party, Gavin Driver. Only 5 points in the first half, but he's all of a sudden become a little bit more active. And a lot of credit, though, goes to Nick Mabe for getting others involved. He's had a super half, 4 buckets himself, but he's contributed on the other 2 as well.
Bennett, his second personal. That's Russell County's third of the half. Gavin Driver at the line. You mentioned one of the players on the bench for Russell County is Ryan Connor. Of course, he transferred from Clinton County. Free throw's good for Driver. So they've got 4 or 5 transfers.
Yep.
And the Trojans have taken the lead 34-33 with 3.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter after being down 8 at the half. Russell County spreading it out here as Crawley's got the basketball out front of the left side.
13-4 so far this quarter.
Goes right side with it to Stotts. Stotts sends it back out to Murphy. Murphy goes back to Stotts. Bounce pass right side over to Crawley. Crawley, he's double teamed. Bounces back out to Stotts. Stotts goes left side, deflected and taken by Jared Coomer. He needs some help, fires it off to Nick May. 2:50 left in the third. The Trojans up one, 34-33. Right side, London. He'll fire for a three. Yes!
That was from deep in rhythm, and we're having a quarter right now. That's called a response.
Slice this way. Crawley missed the shot, banged it against the backboard, and here's Wade Coomer with the ball. Baseball's at driver, baseline. Yeah!
It helps when you've only missed 2 field goals. You're 2, 4, 6, 8 for 10 in the quarter to outscore Russell County at this point. What we got? 18-4?
18
to
right?
4.
Yep. Down 29-21 at the half, and now lead 39-33.
Pretty nice when you go from down 8 to up 6 in the course of 5.5 minutes.
But holding Cale Stotts to only, I don't even know if he's taking a shot here in the third quarter.
That's the key right there. Let's see if he's taking a shot. We'll look at the stats real quick.
Murphy has 2 free throws, and Bennett has the only bucket for Russell County. And for the Trojans, Nick Mabe with 8 points. Gavin Driver with 7, and Branson London with a 3-point shot.
Stotts has taken 1 field goal attempt this quarter and missed. He's 5 of 10 for the game and was 5 of 9 in the first half. So when you take a kid out of the equation that scored 16 points in the half, that really takes your team down to nothing. And the other one that I thought really scored the majority of their points there, especially in the early get going, was Murphy. Murphy only 2 points this half. So I'd say probably their 2 leading scorers.
And he's not scored since the first quarter.
Right. Murphy and Stotts, 2 free throws combined this half.
Barren County stays man-to-man. Murphy with it against Nick May. Bounces it off to Scales. Scales will get rid of it to Bennett, right of the circle. Back to Murphy in the right corner. Murphy will dribble it back out. And Wade Coomer almost went for the steal. Oh!
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that one either.
I think he ran more into his own player, but we're really, you can go all the way back to the first 3 minutes and be thankful that Wade didn't get called for his second foul on that charge attempt, or it might have been a completely different game, really.
Crawley with the basketball. He'll give it off to Bennett, right of the circle. Bennett now sends it over to Stotts. He'll fire for 3, and it's off the mark. And London with a rebound. Outlet pass to Nick May. May back to London. Fakes the 3, drives, floater, is good!
That's not an easy shot. Made the right decision to ball fake, got in the middle of the lane, and runner over top of the Russell County defender.
41-33 Trojans. Barren County changing the defense a little bit here with a minute 17 to play in the third quarter. Murphy with the basketball on the right side.
3-2.
A 20-4 run by Barren County in this third period. Here's Stotts with the basketball. He's cut off, kicks it off in the right corner. Scales with a 3, good.
That's a win, though, still, because you make somebody other than Stotts makes a play.
41-36, 55 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Wade Coomer the basketball. Near side is Nick May with 50 seconds to play. May will bring it back out front and set it up.
Put ourselves in a much better position, but we got 40 seconds left this quarter. The last one's going to be a barn burner, though. You can guarantee Russell's going to have a run in them, and they're going to put a few more points than they have 7 this quarter.
Down to 30 seconds to go here in the third. Trojans 41, Russell County 36. Trojans trailed by 8 at halftime. Mabe out near midcourt, 17 seconds.
Want to go at probably no sooner than 8.
And now Mabe starts his move. Bounce pass off the driver, turns, Goes to the basket. He'll put it up. It is no good, but he draws a foul.
Say, wasn't on the shot?
Should be two shots.
Yeah, I thought so, but he's going to give it to us on the baseline. That's odd.
That's on Crawley, his second, team's fourth. Nick May with 3.8. Lobs it into Driver. He'll put it up, and it is no good. I'm going to call a traveling violation on Driver.
I don't agree with that one either. He got taken out from underneath as he had to go up over top of people and get the ball.
Crawley trying to get the ball in play. Here's Stotts. He's going to have to fire it up, and it's going to come up way short. And that's the end of the third quarter with a score. Trojans with a big third quarter, outscoring Russell County 20-12, and they take a 20-7 in that third period, and the Trojans have a 41-36 lead after 3. Back to the fourth quarter after this break. This is Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Geico applauds your inner road champion.
A solid bump from Geico's fist to yours goes out to the little rebel that lives within. The one who made you daydream as a kid about owning a chopper, chroming it out, and chewing on toothpicks. Just to look tough. For you, champ, Geico insures motorcycles with great rates. And to further fuel your engine, you can access your policy anytime, day or night through the Geico mobile app. Because Geico knows that even make-believe renegades need help from time to time.
Geico Motorcycle. See how much you could save.
Build a better bathroom today with help from Lowe's, where you'll find great deals on everything you need during the Kohler Dream Bathroom event. So hurry into your neighborhood store to get 10 to 15% off select Kohler and Sterling bath products that are sure to transform any bathroom. Don't miss out on all of the great savings happening right now at Lowe's. Selection varies by store. Valid February 11th through March 13th. U.S. only.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojanet Assistant Basketball Coach Abby Beard, and we are BC.
Stotts knocks down a three-point shot. His first points of the second half. Looked like Murphy got away with a walk there. It's 41-39. Trojans lead by 2. Wade Coomer in the corner to London. London drives toward the lane, and a steal in here by Stotts. Stotts driving, kicks it off to Scales. 3 in the air, no good. Driver with a rebound for the Trojans, hands it off to Mabe. Trojans were 9 of 11 that third quarter.
Pretty impressive.
And here's a steal by Eddie Murphy. Murphy drives. He'll go to the basket. He'll put it up. He missed it. Rebound to London.
Slow it down here. Get some regrouping. Get regrouped and run some offense.
Russell County was only 2 of 10 that third quarter. London to the right wing. Got Jared Coomer setting a screen there. He'll dump it off to Driver. Throw it back behind him to May. Back over the left side to Wade Coomer. Cross-court pass back over to London. London driving to baseline. Shovels it in there to Driver. Puts it up short. He got fouled there. No whistle. And here's Stotts with it for Russell County into the front court. They got a chance to take the lead on a 3, and they miss it. Rebound to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer in front court to the right side. Off to London. Long range right. It bounces and goes over the backboard and out of bounds.
Rearing the Laker lineup, number 50.
In for Russell County is number 50, Taylor Cowan, 6'2", 200-pound senior. He'll come in for Bennett. Mason Perkins comes in to replace Branson London for the Trojans. Fourth quarter brought to you by SCRTC. Hometown people, big city service, cooperative values. 6.5 minutes to play in this one. It's 41-39 Trojans. Eddie Murphy with the basketball. Hands it off out there to Crawley. They'll give it to Stotts. Back to Crawley. 3 in the air. Got it. So both baskets for Russell County here in the fourth have been Trey's, and they lead it now 42-41. 6:08 to go in the basketball game. Mabe over to Mason Perkins to the right wing. Perkins puts down the dribble, bounces in there to Driver. Right the lane, feeds it off over to Mabe. One-hand pass in there to Jared Coomer. Missed a shot, no foul.
Got to finish that. Got to finish that. Be stronger than the whistle.
Here's Cale Stotts weaving through traffic, floats it up. It's no good. Gets his own rebound. Back up, no, and a foul. And Wade Coomer just picked up his third.
That's his third.
Team's third of the half. And Cale Stotts at the line where he's 4 out of 5. Monroe County leads Glasgow at halftime, 36-21. Free throw is good for Stotts. 43-41, Russell County. We're in the fourth quarter. Free throw good again for Stotts.
They've opened with 8 straight. They go up by 3. We played 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the last quarter.
Yeah, Trojans led by 8 at one time, 41-33.
Yes.
44-41. Jared Coomer took an ocean for a 3 and decided to. We got a foul here called against 22. That's Scales. He was holding his third, team's 5th.
Missed the first one, didn't miss the second one, though.
Nick Mabe will toss it in. In the corner to Perkins on the right side. He's covered up by Murphy. Lobs it back out to Mabe. Mabe with the dribble. Can't shoot. Gives it back off to Perkins. Back out front to Mabe. They're chasing Wade Coomer once again. He'll give it off to Coomer. Wade now being chased. Splits the defenders. Dumps it off down to Jared Coomer, and he puts it in.
Hey, what about that finish? Much different than the earlier one. Two-handed smack off the glass to go up strong in the finish. Down 1.
44-43. So we're down to 5 minutes to play in the basketball game. Left side is Crawley. And they'll go in the corner now to Cowan. Cowan's in a trap. Cross-court pass back out to Stotts for 3, and he knocks it down. That's his 4th three-point shot of the game.
Got to shade that side a little bit. It took us too long to get there, close out, and contest that shot.
47-43, Russell County. Perkins with a basketball against Murphy. Ooh, dangerous pass. Stotts has got it. He'll go to the basket. He puts it up and in.
Stotts has got 10 this quarter.
Yep, 26 for the game.
He had 0 in that third quarter where we were able to outscore him 20-7.
Trojans down by 6 here, 49-43. Turnaround shot, but Driver won't go. Gets his own rebound. Back up, no good, but a foul.
Fouls on number 3, Eddie Murphy. That's his 3rd.
The 3 fouls on Eddie Murphy. 6 on Russell County here in the second half. And Gavin Driver, 2 for 2 at the stripe. Puts it in the air, and it's good.
Rearing the Trojan lineup, number 3.
Got 13, 8 here in the second half. He had 7 in the third quarter. Did not score in the second period. 49-44.
Key is still make somebody besides Stotts make the shots and make plays. He's got all their points this quarter besides 3 of them.
Driver connects on the second one. 49-45, Russell County.
They've scored us 13-4 in the 4 minutes that have passed this so far this fourth quarter.
Here's Murphy with it. Kicks it over to Crawley on the left side. Out to Stotts. Fakes a 3. Back to Crawley. Left corner 3. Off the mark. Wade Coomer with a rebound for the Trojans. Long diagonal pass down to Driver. He puts it in.
That was a tough catch and pass. But he was in between. He was almost like the 3 or 4 foot range and tried to shoot a layup. That was a difficult shot.
And now the lead is 2 for Russell County at 49-47. And they float it back over to Murphy as they split the defenders. Back over to Crawley. He's in a trap, splits the defenders, goes to the basket, puts it up. It's no good. Rebound, put back up and in, and a foul. Cowan will get the bucket.
And that was a second chance point. Somebody on the weak side didn't block out, didn't take care of their responsibilities. And there's what you get.
Nick Mabe, his second personal, 4 on the Trojans here in the second half. And it is Cowan at the free throw line. His shot goes up and he hits it. A 3-point play gives Russell County a 5-point lead now at 52-47 with 3:25 left in the game.
Going quick, quarter is.
Here's Wade Coomer. And dribbled it off the back of his foot and out of bounds.
Sorry, get back on the other end and get a stop.
Wade Coomer has not scored here in the second half. Had a 3 and a couple of 2-point baskets, and that's it.
Go to a 1-2-2 now, 3-quarter court.
They go back to Stotts to the left side. Looking at a trap, dribbles away, bounces it back out to Murphy. As we come down on 3 minutes to play, Russell County with a 5-point lead. Murphy kicks it back out to Stotts. And now Crawley with it. Gives it back over to Stotts. He's in a trap. Back out to Murphy. Murphy splits the defenders, goes in the lane, bounces back over to Stotts. Stotts baseline, back out to Murphy.
They're not going to really try to score too quickly.
In the lane, it rolls off the rim, and Jared Coomer with a rebound. Gives to London and now to Mabe. Trojans need a bucket this trip.
Really surprised he shot that soon. They were doing a good job running time off the clock.
Mabe driving in the lane, flips it up and in.
That was way too easy. Just split the D, went right up for the finger roll layup, get it to 3, one possession game, and Warren has still, I think, 3 timeouts in his pocket. That's a huge advantage to set up things when you don't like what's going on out there over the last 2.5 minutes.
Well, let's see. Russell County has scored 16 here in the fourth. Barren County has scored 8. Of course, only scored 6 in the second period. They did outscore them 20-7 in the third.
Definitely been a game of spurts and runs.
Yep.
First quarter was pretty even, but Russell County won the second one 13-6. We won the third 20-7, and they're winning this one, doubling us up. And we've got to find a way to change that, or we're going to add a number to the right side of the loss column, which happens to be the wrong side of the record anyway.
They've hit 6 threes, and 3 of them here in the fourth quarter. Barren County only 3 from behind the arc tonight. 2 of those by Branson London.
Well, we just made the mistake of letting Stotts get going again. We'd really shut him down the whole third period, and we just lost and weren't aware of where he was. They skipped it across to him, and right in motion, he knocked down a 3 and kind of got the lid off the bucket for him and got going quickly.
2:25 left to go. It's 52-49 Russell County. Lakers have the basketball.
Neither team have turned it over very much tonight, so we've got to do something. We've got to force them into a quick shot, or got to get them to turn it over.
Eddie Murphy with it for the Lakers. Guarded by Nick Mabe. He'll give it off to Crawley. Back to Murphy. In the corner to Scales. Back out to Crawley. Jump pass in there to Murphy. Feeds it off. And it's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, he called a foul. That's all right. Red 50. I thought he was going to call it on Jared Coomer.
I thought he pushed off.
But we get the ball back. That's as good, if not better, than a turnover, because we can come down and shoot the one in the bonus now. Have to be good on him, though. Very, very important shots here for Jared, who... How many points does he have? Not very many, does he?
Got 4. He had a bucket in the first period and 1 here in the fourth. These are huge right here. 2 minutes to play. 1-1 for Jared Coomer. It's good. 52-50. Bonus shot for Jared Coomer. Got it. 52-51. 2 minutes to play in a basketball game. Here's Eddie Murphy with it for Russell County. Working in the front court against Nick Mabe. Here on the near side, out front almost near the midcourt stripe. Now Murphy reversing back right. Timeout by John Tinsley. And this will be...
Timeout, Russell County.
Could be a full one.
Full timeout. So with 1:45 left to play here in the basketball game, it's Russell County 52, Barren County 51. And, of course, tomorrow night on the road at Cumberland County. Looking at the boys' side, Cumberland County has only won 1 game this year. They're 1-21. And that was over Metcalfe County in a district game.
That's a rough season. You hate for anybody.
Well, they didn't win a game last year.
Yeah. The last minute and 45 seconds here could possibly take about 30 minutes because there's 4 timeouts combined between the 2 teams. And we're in the bonus, but on the positive side of that, we're 3 fouls away from the penalty, putting Russell County in that bonus. So this is the kind of game we need. You look the last 2 games and really the last few games, we haven't had very many close games. You got to go back to how far you got to go back for us to find a close game? I don't have a good recollection of
Warren
this
East 77-72 on January the 12th.
Yeah. So
Allen by 7, 60-53.
You're basically, Allen was close, but it's been a month since we really had a barn burner.
It's an offensive foul as Stotts threw out the forearm to Branson London. He went sailing.
That was an easy call, too, wasn't it? Branson's been in 2 of those situations tonight to draw charges. One on Murphy and that one on Stotts was a big one. But we have to do what we need to on the offensive end and get some points. Still 3 timeouts. If you don't like what you have, Warren quick on the timeouts, hopefully.
Nick Mabe will take it for the Trojans. Mabe sends it over to London. In the middle, Driver in traffic, puts it up. It's no good, but a foul. With 1:27 to play.
Simple play, just crossed the big screen, and Gavin flashed.
Number 32, Isaiah Bennett. That's his 3rd.
3 on Bennett. That'll be 9 on the Lakers here in the second half. Gavin Driver, big free throws here. First one good. 5 out of 5 in the stripe tonight for Gavin Driver, and he has scored 12 of his 17 here in the second half. And we're tied at 52. And this one's going to come out. Rebound to Crawley.
Essentially, it's a 1-minute, 20-second ball game now.
Murphy with it. Crosses into front court against Nick Mabe. Murphy driving, and he walked. Oh, they're going to call a foul.
That was on number 12, Jared Coomer. That's his 1st. Team 5th.
Jared Coomer, his first personal, team's 5th. Murphy will toss it in. He'll throw it out deep to Crawley.
Close to 5 there.
Bounce pass, Stotts for the 3 ball. It is no good. Driver with a rebound. With 1:05 to play in a tied game at 52. Nick Mabe has it for the Trojans.
Big miss and bigger rebound there for us.
Mabe out in their midcourt. Stotts is backed off of him. 53 seconds to play.
Sorry, I don't think they'll let us play for the last one, but they might.
We're going to switch up here. Murphy now applying pressure on Mabe. Still on the dribble. Gets rid of it off to London. Back out to Mabe with 34 seconds to go. Mabe driving. Has it back tap, but chases it down and keeps it alive with 28. And Warren Cunningham with a TO here. 26.8. This will be a full timeout. Trojans without the ball. We're tied at 52.
How big of a break was that? Because Murphy really poked it away from behind there from Nick, and he was able to just kind of stay in the direction and go chase it down and circle it back out. So fortunate to have that possession. I don't think Tinsley will let us play 26.8 seconds and have the luxury to either win it or send it to overtime.
Take a look at the Coca-Cola scoreboard check. Metcalfe County Hornets down by 1 against Allen County Scottsville at the end of the 3rd quarter. Don't have the exact score, but they're down. So Allen County Scottsville with a 1-point lead over Metcalfe heading into the 4th quarter. Trojans ball at midcourt across the way. Just have to take care of the basketball with 26.8 remaining. Branson London will toss it in. They got Stotts guarding Nick Mabe. Now Mabe will work it against Stotts. 23 seconds to play. He'll work it into the front court. Now back left side. Being chased now. He'll hook back left. He'll leave it off with Wade Coomer. Out to London. London now with 12 seconds. London's in a trap. And we got a whistle and a foul. And it's going to be charged to Crawley. His 3rd. Team's 10th.
That's the biggest thing you said right there. Team's 10th. So Branson's got 2 opportunities at it for us to take the lead. And here's what you've got to remember, too. No matter if he makes or misses, we have a foul to give.
First one's good. That's his 9th point. Timeout called by Russell County with 9.6 seconds to play. Barren County 53, Russell County 52. Branson London will have one more free throw. And just got an updated score of that Metcalfe County, Allen County, Scottsville boys game. 5 minutes left. Metcalfe County leads Allen County, Scottsville 43-35.
Well, I'd say that's a surprise based on where everybody rates out.
Trojans and Trojanettes tomorrow night in Burkesville at Cumberland County. Girls game at 6. We'll be on there at 5:45. And then Tuesday night back here for homecoming. The last home game. I guess if it's homecoming, the last home game. Kind of go together, don't they? But we've never had a homecoming this late in the season.
No.
And then we'll go to Clinton County next Thursday, and the regular season's over. We head to the postseason.
Score from Franklin Simpson. They're ahead 13, 37-24 over South Warren at the half.
Branson London back at the free throw line. Try to give the Trojans a 2-point lead here with 9.6 to go.
Remember, we've got a foul to give, and we've got to watch for the run out here.
London hit it.
Got two guys back.
54-52, 8 seconds to play. Murphy, and he's going to be fouled by Nick Mabe at midcourt.
That's a smart play.
His third, team 6.
You see the look of everybody over there like, oh, no, why'd he do that? But we've got,
right.
We had a foul to give, so that's fine.
Crawley will inbound the ball here on the near side near midcourt. Comes into Murphy. 6 seconds to play. Murphy, top of the key, lets it fly for 3. It's no good. Put back up and in. And we got overtime.
It counts, yeah. There's no question about it counting or not.
That was Bennett on the putback.
Well, that kid's been in the right place, the right time several times tonight. And, again, what happened? Didn't get the rebound in a situation that we direly needed to get it, but sometimes those are hard to rebound. The shot was missed so badly that it came off at a weird angle. We just didn't have our hands up and ready, and we have to fight another 4 minutes now.
Looking at the foul situation for Russell County, Crawley, Murphy, and Bennett, along with Scales, have 3 apiece. Barren County's Nick Mabe and Wade Coomer with 3. And looking at some of the stats here in the second half, Barren County 12 of 18, and from the floor, 66.7%. Russell County 8 of 25 for 32%. But Russell County has out-rebounded Barren County 25-20. Trojans with 12 turnovers, Russell County with 9. Cale Stotts with 26 for Russell County. Trojans have 3 in double figures. Gavin Driver 17, Nick Mabe 14, Branson London with 10. And so Jarrett Coomer in the jump circle for the Trojans against Russell County's Isaiah Bennett.
Well, it's been a good one. Let's play 4 more. All right, I don't know what we're doing here.
We're going the same way as we did the whole half. I'm not sure why they get mixed up on that. But Russell County controls as Murphy will bring it in front court. In overtime, tied at 54.
Don't lose where 23 is and let him get going again.
He'll go to Scales and back out to Murphy.
We're in the 3-2 like we have been a lot of the game.
Stotts, diagonal pass off the Scales. He'll go back out to Murphy. Out there to Stotts. That's a double dribble right there. And Crawley's in a trap. Splits the defenders. He'll throw it back over to Murphy for the 3. It is no good. Rebound Stotts back up and in, and a foul.
If we lose the game, it's because we're just not doing what we need to on the glass. They sent it to overtime with that, and they go ahead here in overtime with 39 seconds gone.
Foul is on London. His first. Free throw by Stotts is good. And all of a sudden, Russell County now back on top by 3, 57-54.
That was their 13th offensive rebound. We only have 3.
Yeah. Wade Coomer over to Nick May to the right side. Back out to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer picks up his dribble. Scales guarding him. Gives to London. In the corner, May for 3. It's no good. And the rebound comes off to Stotts for Russell County.
We had a chance at it. Couldn't pull it down. A lot of times in overtime, one team goes on a big run. You don't have time to make up that difference, obviously. We cannot let Russell County get a shot or look at a 3, really a shot at all.
Murphy out of the left side, out front to Crawley. They go in the middle to Murphy. He'll bring it back out. With 2:34 left in overtime, Trojans down by 3. Crawley back over to Murphy on the near side. Back to Crawley in the corner. Scales wide open. No good. Another offensive rebound. Crawley puts it up and in.
Can't do anything but throw your hands up if we're not going to get better effort than that.
And we got a whistle and a foul as Wade Coomer tried to throw it down to Driver. Got a little out of control, but
got bailed out.
Yeah, and foul is going to be on Scales. That's his 4th. 2 shots for Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer has not scored since the second quarter when he hit a 3-point shot. And 2 shots here. First one is no good. One more for Wade Coomer. It's on the way, and he missed it. Russell County, 2:10 to play, up by 5. They're in overtime. Almost picked off by Wade Coomer. Here's Murphy curling out to the right side. It's picked off by Wade Coomer. Or rather by Jarrett, excuse me. He'll go to the basket. He gets stripped with a basketball. It's out of bounds.
Oh, my gosh. He got hacked, clear as day. Tough angle for both officials that were down there, but I don't understand why Jarrett's not at the free throw line.
Nick May, right side. Wade Coomer, long 3. Yes!
Needed it. We'll get a timeout.
That was about 30 feet out. 59-57. Trojans back within 2 with 1:46 to play in OT.
Whew. It reminds me, it don't seem like, I think your notes are wrong. I don't think it's been since 2009 that we had a 2 overtime game. Time can't pass that fast, right? But it does.
It does. We've had a lot of close games. You can look down through. There's 3 points last year. 9 both times. Of course, we split in 2014. It was 8 in 2013, 3 in 2012. 2 in 2011, 2 in 09, 2 in 08, 3 in 07.
It was a pink out night. I guess that was the night. It's been that long ago, 7 years ago. But we have some history good games. We'll add this one to the list. Hopefully we're on the right side of it, though.
Minute 35 left in overtime. Russell County 59, Barren County 57. Lakers with the basketball. Stotts gives to Murphy. Murphy will work around to the right side, leaves it with Scales. He'll bring it back out, gives to Crawley. He's in a trap, back to Scales. Scales bounces back to Crawley. Minute 19 to play. Murphy over to Stotts, drives a baseline, back out to Murphy. He'll work around in traffic. He'll go back to Stotts with it on the left side, hooks it back over to Crawley with 1:07 to play. Back out to Stotts and now to Murphy. Back to Crawley.
As long as it's a one-possession game, you don't have to foul.
1 minute to go. And Scales in a trap. Gives it back to Crawley. Bounces out to Murphy. 54 seconds to play.
We know who we want to foul if we have to, though. He's going to get to that point.
And they called a foul on Wade Coomer.
And we weren't trying to foul in that situation. We'd actually rather had Scales than Crawley at the line.
Oh, it wasn't Crawley. Was it?
Yeah, it was Crawley.
Okay.
We were waiting or wanting to get down there to Scales, but they didn't reverse it.
Crawley 1-1. Puts it up, and it's good. 60-57 with 50 seconds to play. Crawley's 8th point of the night. He'll put this one up, and it's good. 2-possession game. Trojans down by 4 with 50 seconds left in overtime.
Time left, but you can't waste possessions now.
Mabe, bounce pass off to Driver at the left elbow. He'll hand it back off to Mabe. We got to have a shot here. Gives it off to Wade Coomer. He'll go to London with it. Slides over. 3 in the air. Is bouncing over the backboard and out of bounds. Russell County ball with 34.8 to go. Leading 61-57. And Mason Perkins checking back into the Trojan lineup. And they try to get the ball in play. Got it into Stotts, and he's going to be fouled by Mason Perkins.
At least
his second.
Of the ones out there you want to foul, probably.
Team's 9.
But it comes to a point when the time's ticking down, you don't have a choice. You can't wait until it gets around to the person with the ball that you want to foul. Still 1-1, though.
And Cale Stotts is 7 of 8. Stotts puts it up, and it's good. 62-57, Russell County. And the bonus try pops out, and we lose it on the rebound.
Well, I'm not sure. There could have been a better play right there to sum up our night. We had a spectacular third period, but fourth period and overtime, not our best effort.
Murphy will put the ball in play for Russell County. He'll throw it out front to Stotts with 30 seconds. Foul on Perkins. His third, team's 10th. Stotts will be at the line for 2.
Stotts will set line to shoot 2.
First one's good.
Number 23, Coomer.
63-57. Trojans with only one bucket here in the overtime period. That was by Wade Coomer. Stotts hits both. 64-57. 30 seconds to play.
Outscored 10-3 in overtime.
May for a long 3 that's no good. Crashing the board. Loose ball. Jared Coomer puts it up. It's no good, but a foul. With 21.4. Crawley is 4.
24, Caleb Crawley, that's his 4. Coomer will set line to shoot 2.
Jared Coomer puts it up. No good. He'll have one more. And he got that one. 64-58. Makes it a 2-possession game. We'd have to have 2 threes. And that ball goes out of bounds. We're going to have a foul. So Gavin Driver, his third.
I don't know what happened for the technical, but we have double technicals.
Foul's on number 32, Gavin Driver.
Maybe just kind of bumped each other over there, and a very quick whistle at official. Didn't want things to get out of hand.
Number 32, Gavin Driver.
So that would be 4 on Driver with the technical.
That will be Stotts' third foul. It will be Driver's 4th foul.
How many times have we been, had to have been that close? At least 3, 4, maybe 5 times to getting a 5-second call, and we haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
Stotts will set line to shoot 2.
Stotts hits the first. That'll make it 65-58, Russell County.
It's a point of interruption technical. Actually, it's a dead ball technical, so we should get the ball. Yeah. I don't think it should go to the arrow, but it does. It's what they're saying, and we get it either way. Should be a dead ball technical. The technical fouls wipe out each other, and we go down there and line up and play, but that's not what we did.
Wade Coomer for three, long range. Desperation, no good. Could go off the leg of Mabe and out of bounds. The 15.7.
Well, hopefully we'll learn from this one. Got a lot of work to do if we want to
better
compete.
learn from it. 15 seconds to play. Trojans down 8 in overtime. Eddie Murphy into the front court. Trojans are not even going to try to foul. 5 seconds to play. Russell County will win 66-58 in overtime over the Trojans tonight. As Russell County goes to 15-7 of the year, Barren County falls to 21-5. 66-58 in overtime. Russell County will be back with